You
Session
guys,
56.
all right. You guys made your way last session to the Stanridge estate, where Branbrek's contact Diane, a good friend of his, hooked the group up hooked the Valiant Allies up with a ship and crew and captain to escort you guys out to deal with the pirate blockade, which is halting trade between the Ivory Islands and Hardale and taking a big bite out of the economy, and also stranding a adventuring party from the Valiant Allies called the Winter Knights in the Ivory Islands because they were questing there at the time. You guys sailed a few days west towards the Ivory Islands. Mostly uneventful, a little bit of seasickness here and there. Right now it's raining a little bit, but not too bad. Nothing to affect the journey too badly. On the second day, you guys found a mysterious brown crab in your ship while you were discussing some party business. Branbrek thought that the crab was very suspicious, and he tried to kill it. The rest of you, crab battle. Jasper and his Jasper and his love for nature made him try to save the crab, and he fought valiantly. But there was quite an altercation between everybody. Some misunderstanding apparently, but I don't know. Bran might be right. You guys still don't know, but for now, the crab doesn't seem to have wanted to hurt you. It spoke to all of you, not just the forest gnome who can speak to small animals. It spoke in a voice that said it was just inspecting the boat, just seeing what you guys were. It was just curious, it claimed. And it also it was also curious about the pirate blockade and the causes that were being fought for. And however, it didn't want to stay any longer after what had happened, and it requested that you drop it off board, which you did, and it turned into a dolphin and swam away. So there's more to it than it seems, but so far it hasn't hurt anybody. So after transforming back from a snail into a dwarf again, Branbrek and the rest of the crew are back to normal. And you guys managed to get one long rest so far, amid some slightly seasick and loud nights, not used to being on a ship so far. So it appears that out on the open sea, you can get a long rest every once in a while. The next day, you guys approached the pirate blockade, even though it was a little bit foggy. You saw the pirates in the distance. You ran up the gray flag for parley, and one of the sailing ships approached you guys. You weren't sure if their intentions were violent or not, but a parrot rider came to negotiate with you guys and the crew. There's Captain Yenri, who is the halfling captain, who you guys can't understand, and you don't know why everyone else can understand him just fine, but he's apparently very witty and respected by the rest of the crew, but you're missing out on something. And also
good zingers.
And also
inspiration.
Bosun Bill, his first mate and bosun of the Dignity, which is this ship, has befriended Shaz, or tried to at least. Doesn't seem to have as much in common as he had hoped. But they, along with you guys, negotiated with this parrot rider. The parrot rider eventually got pretty bored of trying to negotiate with you, and he decided to just call on the attack. So, you guys find yourselves on the deck of the Dignity, which is sort of broadside, like sideways facing the sailing ship that's coming towards you. There's also these fog banks that are on the water, and Dacron realized that they are, in fact, rowboats being concealed magically by fog. And so there are apparently some pirate wizards on there. Aside from them, the sailing ship seems to be coming closer, getting ready to fire on you guys. And before the battle begins, does anybody have any questions about anything that wasn't covered? Or
how far away are the rowboats from the ship?
The rowboats themselves, good question. The sailing ship itself is about 120 feet away. The rowboats are about 30 feet away from the boat at this point. And the parrot rider just barely took off, and now's the point where we can roll initiative.
The parrot rider just barely took off, so he's still, like, would he be, quote, within melee range?
Melee range, no. No, he's already taken off. However, I will check his flight speed real quick so I can tell you exactly how many feet away he is. Let me see the speed of his giant parrot. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, he flew 80 feet into the air. Just swooped upward, and he's just kind of hovering above there with his red parrot floating above you guys.
Actually, I wanted to say a really dumb phrase. That's like...
Actually, no, 60 feet.
Obvious
sorry.
Wisdom. The higher they go, the farther they fall. It's like... It sounds good, but it's... just
makes sense.
Technically accurate!
Jasper, technically accurate! Okay.
Okay, so yeah, he's 60 feet above the ship.
Roll initiative. Question 2, before we get into initiative. Are there weapons on the boat? You mentioned the catapult and the other thing. But
yes, so there's a mangonel.
Attack with it?
So there's a mangonel catapult and a ballista. The mangonel is in the middle deck where you guys are, and the ballista is on the forecastle. And
can the mangonel fire something the size of a dwarf 120 feet?
Yes, it fires sizable payloads. A dwarf is probably about the limit, and so yes, it can. One thing about the mangonel, real quick, is that it.
Spruce.
The mangonel. Where is it? Okay, the mangonel cannot shoot. The mangonel cannot lob payloads less than 60 feet away. It's got a minimum range, but it can fire 200 feet or up to 800 feet at disadvantage. So 800 feet long range, which is about how far away the blockade is. And not to give you ideas or anything, but if you wanted to.
Branbrek goes solo against the entire...
And then the ballista's got a range of 120 feet. 120 feet and a long range of 480. So, and the crew now.
Last before we get started.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Assuming like a, compass rose kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Can we say the pirate ship is to the north 120 feet?
No, it is to the west, because that's the
west,
direction.
okay.
Yeah, the blockade is going north to south.
Is the west.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
And then where are the canoes relative to us then?
There's one. Assuming west is up, okay, because you guys are facing forward, meaning the blockade is up.
Say it's north.
I mean, sure, it's not, but the map that we're imagining, sure. If that is north, great, that's going to confuse me now. Is that what we want to stick with?
Okay.
Well, no, let's say we can either do north is north and everywhere is good, because I put the ship now to the west.
Okay, all right.
Look, see, I wrote.
Okay, I'll change mine.
There it is, see?
It. Okay. Hey, that's nice.
I had it at the top, but now I moved it west. So.
Okay. There are 2 rowboats to your 10 o'clock, maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then one rowboat to your, we'll say, 8 o'clock. So they're kind of coming in.
2 to 10 and 1 to 8. Oh, so they're all coming in at that direction. Okay.
Yeah, they kind of came apparently from that sailing ship towards you guys and kind of, did like kind of a curving maneuver to hide in that fog, and now you're realizing that there's figures hiding in that fog. So,
okay, and they're all 30 foot away. Okay,
everybody go and roll initiative and let me know your scores.
Come on, above a 5. Nope.
What do you mean, no?
I was only hoping for above a 5, and nope. That's a 3 on the die for a total of 7.
3, okay.
And a 9 on the die for a total of 12.
Jasper cannot roll initiative, man. I don't know what it is. He never has.
Roll again.
Did you get
Roll
my
again.
very sarcastic hand movements, or did you see that I just said 2?
2?
Natural 20. Natural 20 on the second roll.
Yeah, and how about you just ignore the first roll and go with the second roll?
Why are you rolling twice?
I will
Just to see if
expend-
you can...
I will expend an inspiration that I have.
Oh, remember, you guys start each...
Oh, we have inspiration every
you
time.
start
I'm gonna
each
spend my
session with
Shaz hand
inspiration.
inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. It's use it or lose it.
Okay, that's
at the
actually
end of
better.
each session.
14.
Okay, 14. Got it. Not bad.
Oh wait, no, never mind. My inspiration was you stabbing Aaron's character, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Something that
It's
way.
the start of a new day, though. We get a new one at the start
Did
of
we
each
get a
day.
new one at the new day?
My question is,
Yeah,
since I
session.
had one
Session,
before
not
this
day.
roll started, do I get another one, or do I have to keep the one I got from
I'll
Shaz
let you
hands
take
and then-
I'll let you take one today since
Thank you.
we're still getting
It was
used
an
to
old
that
one.
and stuff. So yeah, but
All
from
right,
now
fair
on
enough.
it's use it or lose it, and you can gain more inspiration if you use it and then
one
play
session.
to your flaw or something like that. Call disadvantage on your own roll because of a flaw or something like that. That'll most likely gain you an inspiration, that sort of thing. Okay.
Okay, so I didn't use it before this rule started, so I was just wondering.
All right. So, okay. So the first is let's see. Oh, I guess I should roll for the parrot rider just to see kind of where he falls there in this. Ooh, he rolled really well. All right. So yeah, we'll say.
That he was going to be fine. Not a chance.
Okay, so the parrot rider will say at the beginning of combat on his turn, he flies 60 feet into the air on his parrot. Parrot on a parrot. And
And a
he's,
stunning reversal. The parrot mounts the pirate. They fly to safety.
and he says
Parrot
something.
casts his fly spell because his parrot can't fly.
He's like, your
It's a turkey.
ship's going to sink, Captain Yenri. And Captain Yenri just scoffs at him and draws his blue sword, which begins to crackle with electricity. And they kind of Captain Yenri kind of grunts some stuff to the crew, and the crew start manning the mangonel and ballista and getting ready to get those to fire it and everything. And Bosun Bill is just sort of yelling orders and stuff like that. Hargis kind of runs towards the cabins, and he's going to inspire...
Get his instruments.
Yeah, he gets his instruments out and everything, and he says, all right, give him hell, boys! And he's going to inspire... he'll inspire Jasper. And... Dakrin just kind of, he's going to go over to the side of the deck, sort of in the back, and just look overboard at that fog, and he's just going to take the dodge action as he makes his sword appear, just kind of looks down there, getting ready to dodge anything that those mages are going to start flinging at him. Shaz.
How far away did you say those rowboats were?
They are about 30 feet away, in slightly different directions. Kind of two... towards the northwest and one towards the southwest. And Shaz, go ahead and you can go first. Out of you guys.
What? Crazy. My Shaz hands finally had some purpose. Anyways, I'm up first. They're on the boat, so I can't do much about that. Because I'm a melee fighter. The guy on the bird's getting away, but I can't do much about that because I'm a melee fighter. So I'm like, and I just throw one of the golem hearts into the water and just kind of hits off the boat and just falls in the water.
Okay,
Oh, attack! Do that!
which direction are
Anyways,
you throwing
so-
it?
Whichever, like the rowboats.
There's 2 to the
How many
north
of them are there?
west and 1 to the southwest.
We'll go northwest.
Okay, towards the 2 of them? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Alright,
So-
so...
Fall in the water.
Okay, and
And,
so what happens?
What happens is that you'll see bubbling appearing as a swirling vortex of powerful hydraulic water will appear in its swirling large form, and it is a water elemental. However, it counts as a construct, so it is a water construct that serves under my latest command, which was attack.
Okay, got it.
And
It has
so,
some
in
initiative.
our ship.
So I'll add that right after you in initiative. And you can
That
just...
did take my action to throw it.
Yeah. So I'll add that right after you in
Did the
initiative, and you can
monkeys
just
pop?
roll for it and stuff. So you can
Okay,
go ahead
I'll
and
get
pull
my
up
stat
the...
blocked up for it then.
Yeah,
I'll just
that'd
take
be
the
good.
average health.
Sounds good. And go ahead and make your attack with the water golem.
I guess I would share the same initiative as me that I think about. Let's see, I believe you're an E for
Yeah, we'll just... That'll be easier.
D, E, F, E.
I have a question while he's
okay.
looking stuff up. Is there ropes hanging from the crow's nest or boarding ropes?
Oh, there's ropes
ship?
everywhere. There's rigging all over the
Okay.
place. You could jump up and climb to pretty much any part of the ship that you wanted to.
Well, climbing is not exactly my objective, but we'll get to that.
There are some that you could swing from if that's what you're thinking
Okay.
of.
That is definitely what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. So
We'll see.
How big are the boats that they're using to get here, like rowboats?
The
like,
rowboats?
On a scale of medium to gargantuan, how big are they?
the rowboats are large vehicles. They're 10 feet by 5 feet.
Perfect. The
And you guys
water
don't know
construct.
that. Like, it's heavily obscured, but, you know, for the core
Well,
for the
it's
purpose
it's
of
not what I
this,
need.
like,
It's not whether I need to know. It's whether the
Right.
construct needs to proportion.
Yeah.
It is going to use its action to whelm, and it's going to force the boat. You can't really grapple a boat, though, can you?
You could. Sure.
Why not?
I mean, I guess he could stop them in their place. He's going to enter the space of the boat. Make a well, it's a strength save, so I believe the boat would fail.
The boat has a strength score of 11, so I'll roll for that.
It's a strength score. I guess
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
technically
It
It's
does. It
almost like
does
a
not
TC at that
have.
point.
It does not have any intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, but it does have strength, dexterity, and constitution to base on like the crew manning it and stuff. So the water elemental's starting
that's a DC
to.
15 strength.
Okay, the water elemental's starting to. Starting to whelm the boat, and they try to like you hear some cries that are gurgled.
What is that Pocahontas song?
Not great. It rolled a 4, and so yeah, it's doing fine.
Well, that's also funny because if
The
they're
golem
in the
is
space as well, then they all have to make strength saves. I guess they would all just make that collective strength save as the group, I guess.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Yeah, one of the rowboats can
Cindy
be
is the
fully
beating drum.
encapsulated by that, and so yep. So I'll just say as
Okay.
a group they fail because the boat failed. So
Fun. They'll take some bludgeoning damage as its swirling torrents are just
go
bashing
ahead
into
and
them.
roll.
Where's my other D8s? There it is. It's right in front of me.
Which
They
boat
all-
did you throw that towards? Sorry.
West.
He threw it
the
to
northwest one, sorry.
towards the 2 to the northwest, and
Northwest,
it
yeah.
disappeared into
17
one of
points
the.
of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, okay.
Just throwing them around viciously, and that was just that was his action, yeah. I would say sorry, this is one problem. Yellow can grab him. Oh wait, that's grappling. Yeah, so they take the initial damage. However, the boat will only take the damage from here on out, according to that.
Got it.
Anyway, so that's
Alright.
the elemental's turn.
Okay, sounds good. So you see Shaz toss the golem heart into the water, the water bubbles up into this humanoid form that just jumps into the fog, and then you start hearing screams that are suddenly gurgled and muffled into the in one of the clouds of fog. And I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw for this, and it's a fail. And suddenly the fog cloud disappears, and you see a rowboat just sort of floating inside of this humanoid that's just like just kind of spinning around in place, just like flipping around. And you see 3 pirate bodies.
Water resemble a half-orc.
You see 3 pirate bodies just floating, drowned lifelessly.
Oh, nice.
And then one that seems to be a skeleton that is still moving. It has a staff in its hand, and it's kind of flustering around, just like trying to get out of its space. But yeah, there's 3 pirates and a skeleton for some reason.
Okay. I will mention the heart can be targeted. It's just that's considered to have full cover, but depending on the material, it can be seen.
Okay, good to know.
For example, with the water elemental, you can see the heart, but technically has full cover unless you jumped into it and grabbed it or something.
Okay.
So that's a disadvantage of its well mobility.
So I guess they are inside it, and so it doesn't really have total cover at this point, right? That's the downside.
If you can read, if you're inside of it.
Certain spells that just require you to see the target mean it could hit it?
Theoretically, no, because if it has full cover, as if you were in Gelatinous Cube, you can't be targeted by the spell.
How many?
There's some spells that bypass that.
That is true.
If you can see it, yeah, it depends, but we'll see. They are what's the AC and hit points of the Golem Heart? Do you have that?
The AC is, I believe, it's made of stone, but it's not very good stone. I would say 12. Actually, 11. I would say standard 11.
Okay, I thought it was made of wood, but either way, that
11.
fits. So. Okay.
Oh, it is made of wood. That's right. 11,
totems.
and it has 5 hit points.
Got it. Okay. Sounds
well,
good.
At least it's a water construct, so it's less likely to be vulnerable to fire.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Branbrek,
That's my action.
You're up next.
Brand is up. Okay. So he's taken out one of the rowboats already.
Pretty close.
Pretty effectively. And there's another rowboat to the to the southwest, right?
Yes.
And one
Southwest
more next to the one
and-
that's getting whooped on.
Is it southwest one that he attacked?
Northwest. He attacked one of the northwest ones. There's
northwest
there's
is the
still
one he
a
attacked.
fog cloud
The
up in the
southwest,
northwest and the
southeast.
southwest.
2 to the northwest, 1 got attacked by the golem, 1 to the southwest. It is unaccosted so far.
Yep. So here's the ship.
Can I see it?
Here's the. You can see. I mean, you can't see the. Yes, perfect. That's
Thank
exactly what it is.
Really good.
You can't
Did you
see
see my golem?
the. Oh no, I didn't. I want to see it.
Yeah, look a little closer. There's a little golem up on the top one.
I love it. So yeah, you see
So 2 from the northwest.
Yeah, you see
from
one
the south.
rowboat inside the water golem, and then you see 2 fog banks, basically, fog clouds.
And then there's one to the south.
Also in
Mine
a
has
fog
decision
cloud.
here.
That's
So I can't see the ship then because it's in a fog cloud.
Right. It's heavily obscured.
But I can see the main ship.
The sailing ship,
120
yes.
foot away.
120 feet away.
Within range.
Of a mangonel.
Yes.
That's the one here with the pirate on the flag, you see.
Yeah.
Pirate. And
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna say to the crew, "Can you load me and shoot me at the sail?"
They're like, make
Jasper's just
a
like-
I'm not even like waiting for them to answer. I'm like climbing into the loading caster and just like I grab a nearby pot lid and put it on my head.
make a persuasion check just to see how
Oh, I'm
serious
good
you come across.
Persuasion, huh? That's one of my strengths. So, how is a? Oh, come on! I'm watching the die go. How is a 16?
Okay, they're like, okay, Mr. Branbrek, if you're sure. and they load you up, and they start winding it up. So, do you want to ready an action or anything?
Uncanny dodge is what I already.
That's a reaction. So, you just mean you're gonna save that reaction?
I guess I could add dodge? I don't know. I'm trying to think of how do I limit the amount of damage I'll
You can be
take.
like with a
Definitely
crossbow,
worth
ready to fire your crossbow.
I'll bonus action summon my Shadow Blade on this, though.
Okay, so you're just like, let's go, boys.
Yeah, I guess I'm readying my action to catch my fall.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll allow that. That's totally an action to take. So, okay. So you are there, and they're winding it up, and they just kind of look at each other, just like, and start winding it up. Okay, it is the deck wizard's turn. That one.
For the captain to go. You got that right.
Deck wizard.
The skeleton deck wizard. I'm gonna make a perception check for him to see if he notices the golem heart, and I'll kind of balance that with a Arcana check.
Parrot instead.
That's awfully hard to hit a tiny moving target like that. Though.
Okay, neither one's good.
If I miss, then I land close to the ship, right?
So he
Just a piece of rock that's
instead.
stuck in there.
Okay, so yeah,
I
neither
trust
one is
the
good. So he can't tell what this thing
mathematics
is, and
of
he's
pirates.
just gonna get out of there. So he's just going to. So you guys who see him inside this water golem, you see him, and he's just kind of trying to get out or whatever, and then he looks up at the ship, and then just bloop, disappears into bubbles. And then suddenly you look behind you, and he's there on the ship deck. Oh wait, let's see. Misty Step is 30 feet. Okay, so he appears right on the edge of the deck, and he's like, whoa! Yeah, that's as far as he can go. So yeah, you look at him, and he's a skeleton. He's just this humanoid skeleton. And he's just like, so you have tricks up your sleeve as well, huh? And he's gonna use a cantrip.
Freak of nature!
Let's see. There's all these people around. He's just gonna attack.
Dead told no tales.
Let's see. He's
got a
gonna.
cantrip?
We're gonna say. Yeah, he does have a cantrip. I'm just trying to see who he would attack. He'd probably attack Shaz. So
The guy who killed everyone on his boat.
Yeah, so he pulls out this this drift.
Come back anyways.
He takes this driftwood staff and points it at you, Shaz, and this just this line of snowy energy hits out of it. So that's a ray of frost, and that is a natural 1. So you're just like, and he's just like, knocks the frost off of his staff, and that's his whole turn. Or no, wait, he has his movement. So yeah, he's gonna kind of back
wave
up.
Just crashed against him at that moment, and then the wave frozen around him on the ray of frost.
So he still has his movement, so he's gonna just back up to the other edge of the ship. There's about, let's see, it's about 20 feet wide, and so it takes about, we'll say 30 movement to get to the forecastle or the quarterdeck or the main deck, So he's gonna go back up to the quarterdeck, actually, up by the wheel. So you're not sure what he's gonna do there. The other deck wizards. I'm gonna make another Arcana check for the other one. Nope, and the other one's too far away to see. So let me see here. Okay, I need the water golem to make a strength saving throw.
I think you're pretty good at those. That's not good though. 11.
11. All right, that's a fail. So you see the rowboat, as the foggy rowboat up in the northwest, go a little bit farther, and then suddenly this gust of wind just blasts out of it, rocketing the rowboat forward, and the golem is pushed 15 feet away from that boat. So the boat and the golem are now 15 feet away.
How far is it from them now?
It was, we'll say, about 10 feet away before, so now it's 25 feet away. And it gets off of
they're going to have some issues.
And it gets, well, actually, no, sorry, they get rocketed 15 feet ahead, too. So it's actually 40 feet away, I guess, right? 25 plus 15 is 40, right? Okay, and the golem gets blown off of the rowboat, and the three bodies just go onto the deck, completely dead. You see just three dead pirates. They were bludgeoned to death by the water. Just had the air just squeezed out of their lungs and then crushed. So, and then the third one is going to get a little bit closer to. Oh, and the fog fades because that's a concentration spell. So now you see this one. This deck wizard seems to be it's a male wizard still with that driftwood staff with like symbols on it and stuff, and he's got a pet monkey on his shoulder. And so you see him just like just like this wild look in his eyes as he blows the water golem away. And then the other one gets a little bit closer. And you hear this crackling of lightning and a lightning bolt. Not a big blast of lightning, but like this sort of arc of energy hits the side of the ship, and that is only a 13, so it misses. So you see this arc of lightning shoot out of the last fog cloud, and then it goes and just fizzles.
You missed my battleship.
And the fog cloud of that one fades, and you see a female deck wizard on that third one, and she's just like, just scoffs at at missing, not being able to damage the sailing ship. So that is their turns, and they get a little bit closer to the ship. The other one is 15 feet away. The other one's still 30 feet away because the rower's turn hasn't happened yet. Okay. All right, it is Jasper's turn now.
Okay, sorry, just to make sure, the boat that got whelmed is still 30 foot away, you said?
Yeah.
And is there anyone left alive on that one?
Nope, you see 3 dead bodies on it. And the deck wizard teleported onto the ship.
And the other boat moved forward, and it's now 15 feet away.
Yes.
And that has 3 more pirates and a wizard on it.
Yep, you see 3 pirates, like one of them rowing, the other 2 got crossbows aimed at the ship, and then the deck wizard on board.
And Skeleton, has he moved to a position where I could maybe line him up with the boat over there? Probably not, huh? He went to the back of the boat?
No, he went to the back, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, Jasper will stay... he'll scoot up and he'll take careful aim at the oncoming canoe full of rowers and the wizard on that one, and he'll just carefully aim with his lightning lance and just fire off a lightning bolt across those fellows in the boat there.
All right.
So
I'll say that you can get 2 of them, or 1 of them and the boat itself. Which would you like to? What angle would you like to aim it at?
He definitely wants to focus on the fellow with the driftwood staff, and so if he can get that guy in the boat, he'll do that.
Yeah, you can probably do that. Okay, so dexterity save.
Yep.
That's a -1 for the rowboat. Natural 1, so 0 for the rowboat.
All right.
And the deck wizard, they are not rolling great today. That's a 4, so they both fail. Right. So you see him just like, just motor boating, just off a gust of wind. And then he looks up and he's just like, and the monkey goes,
25 points of damage. Is just...
All right.
Just flares out, rakes across them.
Okay, so the rowboat just like starts on fire. The other pirates are just like, and yeah, definitely did quite a bit of damage to that deck wizard. 17. How much damage total? 25, right?
55 total.
Okay, got it. All right.
And I guess I can do a cantrip if I quicken it, so I'll just quicken and shoot a cantrip at that guy too. I'll blast him with a chill touch. So
Okay.
just a straight attack roll against the wizard
And you
there.
broke his concentration as well, so the gust of wind just...
Sweet.
and
Nice.
he's just like... just like charred. The monkey's gone, by the way.
That's
He's just
Yeah,
like,
monkey can't take that. 19 on the die for a total of 28.
Jasper didn't like murdering small innocent critters.
Definitely hits.
The monkey goes, and Jasper's like, ooh.
It was probably an
He just has to
evil
tell himself
monkey.
it wasn't innocent. Has a patch eye and like tattoo.
Probably an
has a
evil
dagger.
It was probably an evil monkey, so...
I'm just checking to make sure. I think it might be. It's either 2 or 3. Let me just check it. This level. It is 2. All right. So 6 points of necrotic damage to that fellow.
Okay. So, fried by the lightning bolt, and then just... you see part of his cheek just melt away from necrotic energy, and his teeth are kind of visible. He's just like... just like choking. Like... very, very heavily wounded. Okay, and then, like I said, just you can move anywhere on your turn within the section of the boat you're on, or onto one of an adjacent one. So, anywhere
Jasper
in particular
will
you
just
wanna
sort
move?
of hunker down along the deck of the ship to get maybe half cover or something there.
Yeah, since
and
you're
keep-
small, you can get half cover on the railing and stuff. Sure.
He saw Branbrek crawl into the mangonel, and he's just moving within a not too close distance, but he moves slightly closer to make sure he's got an eye on Bran as he's like watching him load, and he's just like, "Oh no!"
All right.
Like Leon Branbrek's face.
All right. At the top of the round, it's the sailing ship's turns. And
Just
so...
realized I said the wrong spell earlier, but anyway, if the DM will let me resend.
Yeah, I allow one redo each session, so what was it that you meant to do?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do invisibility instead, is what I was planning.
Why didn't you just
So they don't
not
see me
tell
hit.
them? Why don't you just go invisible in this?
Yeah.
And then just hide on top of it. That would have been
Because
so funny.
the load might be too much.
You're going
like,
invisible
what's
now?
that?" Yeah, so invisibility
I'll
then?
probably not summon my Shadow Blade. I'll
Okay.
probably be using invisibility.
Okay, so you're like,
So in other
Fire
words,
away,
I
boys.
just didn't cast Shadow Blade yet.
Okay,
okay, got it. So
so
invisibility?
you are still visible.
Yeah, I'm still currently visible.
Oh, okay, so
we'll get to
you
that.
just,
Did not cast Shadow Blade is the big thing.
Okay,
Got
yeah. So, okay.
I
okay,
got 2 spell slots. I can't do this
Oh
to
yeah,
myself.
yeah. No, save him, save him.
all right, Captain Yenri goes, and the ballista fires at the other ship.
Along with the Mangonel.
That's a 14, so it misses. Just... And then the other ship fires their ballista at the Dignity. And it... misses again. And then
Wow.
your... or sorry, they have a cannon, actually. So you hear a cannon fire, and... Bloosh! The cannonball just
Perfect.
lands right in the water. And then the Mangonel fires. Just fires away.
As it fires
Oh,
and
this is
Jasper
such a
sees
bad die.
Bran being rocketed through the air, as he's going and is leaving there, I think that counts as being in a free fall.
Ollie.
So Jasper
You're gonna
will
get-
reaction cast
Featherfall?
Featherfall so that as he's going, when he starts going down, hopefully he'll not get splattered on the side of the ship.
Okay, so the payload missed, and so he shoots into the air, and you cast Featherfall, and you see the payload go bloosh, and then you see Branbrek just slowly start floating towards where the payload landed in the water, about 15 feet away from the ship, and so he's just floating
Now-
slowly down. So that was 120
Bran-
feet away, and it's
Bran
60
has
feet
seen
per
Jasper
round.
he's seen him use his little flap of his cloak to like steer the wind, and like so maybe he can steer his descent towards the ship as he goes down.
Question for the DM. The intent is apparently with this featherfall is, can I guide myself towards the ship?
That is.
I will let you use your reaction to do so. Make a... Man, I guess maybe acrobatics?
Sure.
Nature to manipulate the wind? I don't know. I'll say acrobatics. That makes sense,
Acrobatics is a 13 plus 6, so 19 total.
Okay, so yeah, just in this amazing, like, double play, like, you start shooting and you're just like, maybe this was a bad idea, and then suddenly you start going in slow motion and you're like, yeah, Jasper.
It's a bad idea.
And just start, like, yeah, for a moment, though, like, the mangonel is a little harder than you, like, stronger than you thought, but then you're just like, yeah, and you just start to just dive down, land on the deck, and you see a whole bunch of pirates just look at you, and they're just like, and you see
Question.
a captain among them, which is a burly, husky female dwarf with, like, whiskers and an underbite, and she has, like, a bunch of ponytails with bows in them, and she's just like, get off my ship. And Captain Prettybeard will join the battle at this point.
Ooh.
Prettybeard, understood.
Okay.
Does she announce herself as such?
If you'll somehow know. Like, you hear people say, you know, what should we do, Captain Prettybeard?
Captain Prettybeard!
Like and it
Now
fits.
there's like a chevron thing that shows up on the bottom. It's like this windy scroll and glittering letters flash across it.
Or yeah, like an anime thing. She's like the background. Captain Prettybeard. Okay. So yeah.
My arrival was from the cannon shot.
Okay, so that's their turn. Now it's the crew of the rowboats. They start rowing. They start rowing closer. The southern one does anyway, and it makes it just up to the side of the ship. One of the pirates starts climbing up, like trying to climb up the side of the ship. We'll say that's an athletics check, and it's a success. And the other pirate is going to shoot his crossbow up at... he'll see that gnome and the lightning stuff that you did. So he'll shoot at you. You do have half cover, so you have a +2 to this. That's a 16. So...
so that won't hit?
With the cover? With the +2?
No, I have to use... I have to use shield. Actually, with the +2. That's right, it doesn't hit with the +2. Because
okay, so you're still looking at that rowboat kind of ducking down, and you hear... And you're like, oh! And you look up, and there's a crossbow bolt that would have hit you, like, right in the face, but it's stuck in the railing, too. And you see a pirate, and he's just like, damn, and starts winding up his crossbow again. The other ones on the rowboat are just going to have to use their action to put out the fire. Well, one of them will, and then one of them will shoot at you as well. 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Jasper?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay, so another one from the other direction. And that's their turns. Okay. And yeah, the other ones. So the other one, row closer. The other one's just put out the fire, and the other one shoots at you. They're looking like they are probably gonna try and escape, though. The other ones are dead, so no worries about the other rowboats. And now the pirates of the ship are going to attack you, Bran. You see about a dozen of them, and they rush up to attack you. So
I'm at the head of the boat. Bow.
Well, so there's 4 of them on
bow
each section, and so 4 of them are going to attack you right now.
Okay.
The other ones are rushing towards you, so they kind of get there, but don't have enough time to attack. So let me do my mob calculator here. What's your AC? Oh wait, I think you told
16.
me already. 16? Okay. 16. And Okay.
With all of them hit those.
All right, so they all attack you, and you just start swashbuckling with them. Just ting, 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 ting. One of them manages to hit you for 5 points of slashing damage with his cutlass. But that's it. The other ones kind of crowd around you. So now you're completely encircled by
Except
8
for
pirates.
my back's facing the edge of the back of the ship, right?
Yeah, both ships are facing like this, like parallel to each other and stuff.
My question:
so you land it
am
just
I
kind of
completely encircled, or am I just like butt up against the edge of the ship? Like I can jump off or something that way.
Oh, I see what you mean. So yeah, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll say 5 are around you, and that's because they can't get around you because you're back to the deck. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Okay, in that case, 1 more does hit you, so you take 5 more points of slashing damage. The rest of them can't reach you. So yeah, you're surrounded on the front and at a void behind you over the water as the rain falls down.
Void.
And Captain Yenri and Bosun Bill continue to yell orders. They're going to yell orders to the crew that give them advantage on their next attacks with siege
Captain
weapons.
Henry confused why the Magnet LL had a different payload.
Yeah.
That's why I missed.
And Hargus is going to give inspiration to you, Shaz. And Hargus is also going to yell to you, Jasper, and he's just like, if to you and Shaz, he's just going to be like, do you want to go help? Do you want to go help Bran? I can fly you there if you want. Me and Dakron can handle this if you want.
Guys, you going or staying?
This is what happens when Brad does not describe his
He can
plan.
run up and it's a touch spell, I believe. So if he can run up and just poke me, yeah, sure, I'll take the fly.
All right. Oh yeah, is that touch? We'll say he's got
His
the movement
touch.
for that since he's not doing anything else. So yeah, he sings a song about flying, and you guys suddenly feel.
And he cast it on 2 individuals?
Yeah, he'll
Yeah,
cast it at
close
a higher
enough.
level, and you guys
You could
are
hold it
both.
first.
We were talking.
Yeah, we'll say as long as he casts it within 1 turn, he can like run to one of you and then to the other one. So I'm pretty sure you guys are both on the middle 2 sections. So he casts fly on you, and wind just starts like swirling around you, and you can fly. And he's gonna go back and hide in the
image of a
in the
turkey
cabin
appears
so
behind
that
you.
he can he can just hide in the cabin and make sure he doesn't break his concentration on that anytime soon. So he's gonna do that. So you guys have the fly spell.
Okay.
And the parrot rider is going to yell down at you, Shaz. And he's just like, you think that water golems, you think that water elementals anything? Well, you don't know what you're dealing with. Make a wisdom saving throw, Shaz.
With
Ooh.
advantage? I feel like I have advantage for that kind of insult. No, I'm fine. A wisdom saving throw. I am
Cutting
proficient
words,
in wisdom
maybe?
saving throws.
Oh.
So that'll be a 25.
Okay. Yeah, you don't, I mean, he's just yelling at you. And that is the parrot rider's
That
turn.
was a 1.
No.
The parrot rider is just going to kind of circle.
A different kind of 1 is what I meant.
Actually, yeah, the parrot rider's just going to kind of circle for now. Actually, no, he's going to start flying back towards the other sailing ship, just sort of to see what's going on over there.
Oh, good.
So he's kind of
Oh,
halfway
good.
in between at this point. And then it is
And
Shaz.
he saw me fly by him and just like double bird him as I go by.
Dakron is just gonna go hold his action up to the pirates that are trying to climb the sailing ship and get ready to attack them. Next, it is Shaz and the water golem's turn.
Okay. The water golem's how far from the other ship? Well, how far is it from the rowboat where that lady witch is?
So the Lady Witch is down to the southeast. And
Right next to the other one
No,
to the
the one that
northwest.
was,
though.
sorry, the one that pushed, the one that was
The
just
monkey
pushed
one?
away from them. Yeah, monkey boy.
It is 40 feet away from them.
Okay. And they're still on the boat?
Yes.
Okay, there's a wizard one on that one, though, right?
Yes.
Alright. Chad's just like, go for the mage! Go for the mage! And then, spend 40 feet of swimming speed to get over there.
Okay.
Just torrents through. It's made of water. Water's not much of an issue for it.
Yeah, it looks just like it turns into a wave, and you see the little golem heart inside the wave as
It's
it
going
goes over
to...
next to it.
Its interpretation, it'll be to grapple the wizard and drag it underwater 40 more feet. Actually, 50 feet.
It doesn't have... Does it have 90 feet of movement?
It has 90 feet of swimming speed.
Oh my, okay.
It's literally made of water.
Wow, okay. Okay, go
Water
ahead,
boy.
make your athletics check. And so will this poor wizard.
And this poor wizard.
Not-
Does the fact that it's large have anything to do with its roll?
No. If it was bigger, then I think you'd have advantage.
Okay, fair
But this... But he didn't roll great. He rolled a 12.
Also rolled 12, so it wins.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
So it just and grabs him, and he's just like, oh! And he manages to sit there and fight with it a little bit, but it's at an impasse. Neither
Oh
side
wait, it can
gets
make a
grabbed.
grapple
So.
attack for every attack it has.
Yeah, that's true. If it's got
a
multi
free
attack.
grapple. Nice.
No, it has 2 attacks.
So it gets another one. Gotcha.
Yeah,
12
there's
was the
actually a little bit of I'm not sure how that works with creatures. Technically, multi-attack is its own action, and so they don't have extra attack sort of thing. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we allow
I
multi-attack
thought it was
to
just
be?
per attack that you had. I didn't.
It
know
is for
specifically
players,
the extra.
but multi-attack is a single action. They can make whatever attacks are listed in the multi-attack. So it's not like
Fair enough.
unless it
Fair
says
enough.
melee
It weights-
attacks,
it-
because
it-
then
no,
you know
no.
those
It is
count. But
melee
it's
attacks.
just 2 slam attacks, so it can do slam twice, but not.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
fair enough. It wastes its turn trying to grapple.
Okay, so yeah, it's just starting to grapple with him. He definitely doesn't like that though. Okay,
Yeah,
and
let's drag him at least.
Shaz, it's your turn.
Who insulted me again?
The
Parrot
parrot
boy.
rider.
And how far are they from me?
He flew 80 feet towards the other sailing ship. You can fly though.
Yeah, but I can only fly 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that parrot's fast.
It's like a sky golem, like an air golem with wings.
Actually, wait a minute. Let me check the fly
Probably.
speed.
I think giant eagles.
Oh
are
no,
80.
it's 60. Never mind.
Oh.
So yeah, he's 60 feet up and 60 feet over, so he's a little bit farther. But you can definitely like dash to him.
I will. Oh, he's.
So he's about 85 feet away from you right now. Got my trusty
And the
hypotenuse
ship is
calculator.
what, 120 feet from me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a tough one. Sorry, I don't want to spend too long on this. I'm just gonna fly. I'm just gonna take the dash action, fly 120 feet. So I'm like right at the edge. Actually, does that mean am I within like melee range of all those guys then?
You would reach the side of the deck, basically. So you could fly, right next to the deck and just kind of hover there. And so yeah, you could. Well, I mean that's dashing, so that's your action. But you would be next to like one of the one or two of the pirates if you want.
Okay. Do you mind if we take a quick break? Actually, I have to go pick someone up from something that they just let me know of. And it's
Oh,
gonna be
no.
real quick.
Yeah, sure. Looks
Like
like Dustin
10
needs
minutes,
to
12
take a
minutes.
break too. So yeah, we can take a break.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll call our break now then.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. All right, this is fun. I want to get to it.
I'm trying a new thing because I knew there's a lot of different things in this battle, and so I'm trying a new way of
Right.
managing it, and I don't know. We'll see how it works
Not
out
sure
and
of it.
stuff. So far, it's working easy for me to like manage it all, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be yet to see if it's like
We're just rolling them
sustainable.
like they're
You know, like
a
I think
swarm
it
of
might be
pirates
better
or
to-
something.
No, I've just got them grouped, and I'm just like managing them in a certain way, like basically on a spreadsheet, and so I don't know.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
isn't how I usually run battles. Usually I run them on paper and stuff, and so I don't know. I'm undecided, but we'll see if this works.
Moment.
Hey, Dustin. So we're just taking a break early a little bit because Hayden had to go pick somebody up. So
Oh, okay. Was it my turn or no?
Not yet.
it was next. So
Yep. As soon as Shaz finishes his turn, I don't think he decided.
Okay,
I think he was
I'll just
considering.
Tell you my turn. I'll tell you my turn intention and everything that way, and let me know if you can do it or not, so I can go back to what I was doing.
Actually, you could just take it.
yeah, if you want to
if
just
you
take your
wanna do
turn
it
right
now.
now, that's fine.
well,
The only thing that might happen is
uh,
that Shaz might action surge to get a couple attacks in
Yeah.
on the guys
Yeah.
in reach.
So
but
Shaz.
that's not going to change the
So,
landscape.
Speaking of who?
So you look over and
He
you see
flew over.
Shaz just rocket up from the boat, and he's hovering right next to the deck that you're standing on.
How did he make it?
Target's cast
Isn't
fly.
it 120?
Mm-hmm.
He
And so
dashed.
he flew as fast as he could.
Oh, I did do that. Oh, okay.
60 feet
I
doubled.
guess. Don't tell him what I'm going to do. We'll see what he does, because I was just going to cast invisibility and then use my bonus action to stealth and walk away from these guys.
Well, he'll see you do that because he just flew over, and he gets to there. He's probably going to
That'll be
action
enough of a
surge.
distraction.
Yeah, he's probably going to
I'll tell
action
you my
surge
intent
and
right
attack
now.
these two guys, and then you're going to go.
Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but my intent is to turn invisible, sneak below deck, light their black powder in their line, and then get the fetch off of their boat.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to blow up their boat with their own black powder. That's
It's
my
even
intent.
better because Shaz and Hayden are both going to find this out in real time.
So, just so you know, if I'm not around for my turn, that's my entire intent right
Okay.
now. If you want, I can roll some stealth checks for you right now,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man.
and I'll roll a sleight of hand if I need. It's like, I don't feel like... I'll use my inspiration here, just in case.
Good time to use it.
Ooh.
It's a good time to use it. Yeah.
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 Well, it's a good thing I did, because I rolled a 1 and a 19, so
Wow.
28 for the stealth.
Wow.
Okay, I was gonna say it'd be
It's
pretty
10
hard to slip
Instead of a
away.
10.
It's pretty hard to
But-
slip away when they're surrounding you like that. But with invisibility,
Well,
with
that's what I mean
invisibility,
by
you have
invisibility.
advantage, and so you don't
You
need
do
to
have
use your
advantage anyway.
inspiration. So yeah,
True,
you just
but if I need to use my invisibility, so cast invisibility, bonus action to stealth, because rogue cunning action can do that. So basically, all I'm trying to do is mask my footprints, so they
Yep.
can't see me.
Yep.
And then stealth past them all to get down below deck. If I need to do this, I don't know if I need to use Mage Hand or Sleight of Hand to pick keys off of people to get below deck in the first place.
So
I'll
you
roll
use
one
your
for you.
action to cast invisibility, your bonus action to hide, and so we'll say that you
Yep.
just like kind of jump off the deck and just hold on to the deck, kind of just hidden. You have advantage
that was part
on
of my
the
question
check.
was either that or ropes, and like jump off the deck behind, and then like swing around to get to the side.
Well,
You
they'll
just
probably
scamper
see
on
the
the-
rope like swing, but no, you
Yeah.
disappear.
You could just scamper on top of the railing too. You just hop up and scamper.
Oh yeah,
scamper,
that's
scamper.
true.
Either way,
Yeah.
my intent is to stealth, get behind them, get below deck, make a line of black powder to all their powder kegs, and then light it and get off.
Okay, actually, you don't even need to hide now that I think about it, because if you're invisible, they can't make opportunity attacks, and so.
Yes, but they can know where I'm running.
Oh, I see what
They
you're saying. So move silently.
quiet.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, you disappear.
So
You
they
make
have
your
no
check.
idea where I go.
You
Yeah,
disappear.
28 stealth.
You make your check with advantage, so you don't have to use inspiration. And then yeah, you just like sneakily just walk around them, and you see them just looking around or whatever. And one of them is just like, "I think it was an illusion, Captain." And she's just like, that makes sense. Nobody would be that stupid. And catapulting
Shaz-
themselves on board. Get the half-orc. And then, meanwhile, yeah, you just sneak
So
around
I
them.
don't know how many turns this is going to take me, but that is my intent for this combat. As soon as this ship blows up, whether or not that means me with it, which might be the case.
It should
Maybe I'll have to use
be.
uncanny dodge to get out of the explosion because it's going to be a dex save.
Do you have evasion?
I
Does
do.
that evasion?
Okay, you'll need it in this case.
So I'm just going to
Here
be
we
like
go.
Mission Impossible on this ship.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, yeah. So
Oh,
with
wait,
your
do I have
movement,
evasion? I think evasion's level 9, then I'm level 8.
oh no,
See.
you didn't level up with everyone
No,
else.
I have
That's
evasion.
level 7, right?
When you are subjected to the effects that allow you to make a dex saving throw, you to take only half damage. You instead take no damage. Yeah, it's level
Yes.
7, so I do
All
have
right,
it.
you will
So
need
yeah,
it.
I'm just going to Mission Impossible this thing. Not really Mission Impossible because I can go invisible and everything else.
Well, you might
And
be able
hopefully that
to,
intimidates the rest of the fleet.
Yeah.
That they've already blown up.
depending on where their cannons are, if it's those cannons that open out the side, you might be able to just jump out the side of it,
Yeah,
when you get down
either
there.
way, have your
Yeah.
fun with the imagination. I'll be back. I need to go work on that. But that's my intent. That's what went in my mind when I was like, how do I get to the other boat to blow it up?
If only you would have just waited a turn, you could have fly, which would help you a lot.
Yeah, well,
Oh, wow, that was way cooler.
Modus operandi is to go on his own on stuff. This is why he was a war vet. This is why he was the stealth infiltrator.
The
Like,
creator
I
of the...
was the commando of our armies, kind of a thing.
Actually, catapult or mangonel thrown spies is probably a pretty legit way to get in
Yeah,
with an
probably.
invisibility spell and a featherfall ring. Oh my gosh. Original paratroopers, man.
A new pirate crew has been created, and that's their strategy. As soon as you see the
Just go
ship
flying
coming,
through the air.
all your black powder gets exploded automatically. Like if you
man.
see the ship itself, then you're doomed. That's all they know. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and stuff and make use of this
Alright,
break.
You
sounds
gotta
good.
fight
and then
them
we'll be
without
right back.
any fire on your ship at all.
Douse the powder.
Back to,
Soak it in water
back to
immediately.
ballista. Back to ballista. It is now Bran's turn.
So Shaz, you fly right next to Bran. You see him surrounded by pirates who are all just he's just ting 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 ting, just gets slashed a couple times, and then you end your turn, right? All right. So
Not gonna lie, I didn't even know that Bran was in the catapult, and then I realized that that was what I was planning on doing. But now that they did it, so.
you took the smart way and just flew over there safely.
Flying's a little easier.
Yeah. Anyway, so you watch Shaz as Bran parries a couple more and then just disappears, and the rest of the pirates are like, what was? And one of them is just like, I think it was an illusion, Captain. And you see the husky female dwarf captain's just like, focus on that one then, and points at you. And let's see, that was Shaz's turn. That's Branbrek's turn. Now it's the deck wizard's turns. This deck wizard is going to it's going to try and it sees that golem heart up close now, and it's going to try and just try and hit it. It is exactly 11, so it's a glancing blow. It's using ray of frost, and so
Would that affect the water elemental?
yeah, I'll say that also kind of slows it down, right, by 10
No,
feet.
well, yeah, if it takes
with an
if it takes
additional-
cold damage, it
So it lowers its movement by 10 feet
Damage,
and 20
Yeah.
feet. So its movement speed's actually reduced by 30 because it does hit it. And then we'll see if it might be enough to do. Let's see, it's a 4th level spell. Okay, so there's a. Okay, it can't break it. There's no way it can roll high enough, but we'll see how much he rolls because it's a glancing blow. So 4 reduced to 2. So he blasts the golem heart, and the golem heart just kind of cracks a little bit, but the rest of the water elemental kind of turns slushy a little bit. And then he's going to disappear in a cloud of mist, and he appears on board as well. The skeleton wizard.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, and he looks over at you. The other 3 pirates that are on the boat though are just like, oh, because they saw what happened to the other one. Jasper though, he looks over at you and he's like, you killed my monkey, and it looks like he's pretty mad at you. The other one is going to let's see. He's going to start attacking the crew, actually. He's going to attack and do...
Hacky.
Yeah. Let's see. He does not have many... He doesn't have any area of effect ones, though. So I guess he's just going to focus on... Yeah, he's just going to start attacking the crew. So he's going to go ahead and just do Ray of Frost on the crew members. And that is a... Oh yeah, it's a skeleton. So that's a 16. And so he... 1 damage, though. So he, like, gives a little bit of frostbite to one of the crew. Just... And then gets, like, his staff knocked away or something. They're not combatants, but they're still just, like, he's not really he doesn't have a sword or anything, so they're trying their hardest to just sort of foil his spells and just kind of grapple his staff away from him. And then the female deck wizard, she's going to go on board, and she's going to fight Dakrin a little bit. So that's she's going to do another witch bolt on him. And that's a 13, which is not going to work. So she starts forming an arc again, and Dakrin just holds up his shield, and it just fizzles out. So that's their change. She does get within range of him, though, so he's going to attack her. And does do some damage to her as well. So that's the first blood on her part. All right. And let's see. The captain is actually going to go up off deck and attack you, Shaz, Captain Prettybeard. And so she's going to swing her. She's going to swing her cutlass at you, and that's a 17 to hit.
Glancing blow.
Alright, so you take 3 points of slashing damage. She just barely manages to nick you. And then she's going to fire a pistol at you as well. We'll say she fires the pistol first, so she doesn't get the disadvantage with ranged attack. It's really high, it's natural 18. So that's 10 points of piercing damage as she pulls out a flintlock pistol and just... and she runs up, and you manage to block most of it, but it still kind of hurts. All right, and that's her turn. And Jasper, you're up. So all 3 deck wizards are on board. One of them is really messed up. He's just kind of fighting for his life at this point. And then there's this weird skeleton guy, and the girl is on deck as well.
And the girl had taken a hit, right?
Yeah. Dakrin just
Okay.
hit her. So they're all damaged a little bit. Well, the monkey guy was really damaged. The rest of them are
right.
mildly harmed.
So Jasper's going to go after the really damaged one and the lady who took a hit too, and just pull back 2 shimmering bolts on the side of the lightning lance and just go, I'm sorry about your monkey, but and fire off 2 guiding bolts as a twin.
Okay, they are on opposite sides of this ship, so we'll say you hold up your lance and both sides just go ahead and hit for the monkey guy first.
Monkey guy first. 16 on the die, so 25 total.
That hits. He had 1 hit point left, and so that guiding bolt... Wait, it was a guiding bolt, right?
And,
so yeah, it just hits him and just this flash of light.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Natural 20 on the girl.
Awesome.
So that's 46 So I'll just roll 8d6.
Oh my gosh.
It's
And make
a heck
sure
of a guiding bolt.
make sure to maximize one of them.
Okay, I'll max one. All right, and one set to max. All right, so 10, 20, 25 points.
Ooh, okay. How do you want to finish her off? She only had 22
Yeah, it's just
left.
gonna hit her in the chest, and the glitter's just gonna just burn a hole straight through.
So yeah, you just hold it up and it just, and then
Yeah.
he just incinerates and like glitter
Yeah.
just kind of falls to the ground. And then the camera just shows her from behind and she's and the hole just blows through her and she's just like her staff falls to the ground and Decker's just like, Jasper, she was mine. Whatever.
Sorry.
Keep it up. And he's just kind of like, you can go help the other guys on the other ship. It looks
Will
like
do.
a couple more of the ships are coming closer. And you look over
Ooh.
and two more of the ships are starting to move a little bit closer to your ship now.
Okay. Yep. So he'll jet over 60 foot then, and so he'll be about halfway there.
All right, sounds good. Okay, top of the round, the ships move. The sailing ship moves a little bit closer. It moves 45 feet closer, so that is... How close is that? That's 75 feet. So now the other sailing ship is 75 feet away, and the other ones are, let's see, 700 and 750 basically. They're still pretty far away, but you can see two of them are like the one that you were closest with engaged, and then the two on either side are starting to engage as well. And they're going to shoot. So the Dignity's Ballistae are going to attack with advantage, which is good because the first one was a 7. And the second one was 19. So as the ship starts getting closer, the Dignity's Ballista, Captain Yenri's just like, and it goes, just buries itself into the hull of that other ship. And you see that's going to blast a hole through, and that's going to probably get some water in there. The Ballista did 16 points of piercing damage to the hull.
Nice.
Which is actually just above its damage threshold, so luckily that did do enough. And so yeah.
I apologize.
Is-
I missed something on my turn. Can my panther and giant badger attack the skeleton?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. So panther gets 2 attacks, 19 on the die and 17 on the die, plus 4 to each. So lowest is a 21 to hit.
Wow, okay.
1d6, 1d4. So that's panther gonna hit for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of slashing and piercing.
12 points of damage? Holy cow, those things are powerful.
Yeah. 1d6 and 1d4, plus 2 each.
Okay.
And now the
What were
badger will
the
attack,
hits again?
21 and 23.
Oh,
to
okay,
hit.
yeah, you're fine.
A 17 and a 19, plus 4. So, all right. So Badger's gonna go for 2 attacks as well. Natural 20,
Oh my gosh.
and a 18 on the other one.
Yep,
Funny or
they all
a
hit.
dog because it's a skeleton.
Okay. Do you want the natural 20 to be on the 1d6 or the 2d4?
I don't care. Well, what does it say on the attack? Is it a
The
multi-attack?
bite. So he gets 2 attacks. He gets one with his bite, one with his claws.
Okay, so the
and
bite was first,
So I just
right?
rolled 2. The bite. Yeah. So you want to do the natural 20 on the bite? Okay.
Yeah.
So
So that
that'll
was in that
be
order.
6 plus 6, so 12. 13 points for that.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think
And
that these animals could do that much damage. Are they CR like 0? Maybe not the
1/4.
panther, but...
1/4.
Oh, it's a giant badger though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so that
and 6 points for the collage.
Okay, so yeah, you see your animals just, and he's just like, oh. You see his skeleton legs just like wiggling and stuff, and then they just go still, and blood is just like pooling on the deck, and then suddenly you see the skeletal illusion fade, and you just see a normal pirate guy.
Oh.
And he was just using disguise self to try and intimidate, but it did not work. And you just hear the blood-curdling cries as they just stop, and blood just starts pooling on the deck, and the rain just starts washing it away. There goes the last wizard. All taken down by Jasper in one turn. Okay, next, the
Panther and Giant Badger. The Panther and Giant Badger did some heavy lifting there, too, so...
Okay, so the ships move a little bit closer, the ballista attacks. Here's for the cannon from the pirate ship that's closest to you guys. Ooh, that's a natural 20 with a cannon. Oh, no.
That's gonna hurt.
Okay, so
That's
that
gonna
is...
hurt.
Oh, shoot. Okay, that is... let's see here. 84 points of bludgeoning damage to the hull of the Dignity. So the whole ship just rocks and just... And Captain Henry's like... And the crew just, like, a bunch of crew members start going below deck with, like, grabbing some, like, spare wood and stuff to go repair that hole quickly, because that was... Ooh, that was bad. You guys may be able to take on pirates pretty well, but... Your ship is still kind of vulnerable. Okay, so 84. Oof, okay. Luckily that didn't hit any of you.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a big chunk out of its hit points. Okay. And then the mangonel is going to fire as well. But it's not quite enough. And the mangonel, it hits just like right next to the ship and right next to you, Shaz, but no damage done there. Okay, the crew on the rowboats make it to the ship, and they 3 pirates go up on board. The other ones are just rowing back, like they're just fleeing. And so your water golem does get an opportunity attack, Shaz.
Aha! Oh. That is a 13 hit.
13 does hit the rowboat, yes.
Rowboat takes.
Rowboat.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, okay. This rowboat is like filling with water, and they're having a really hard time keeping it afloat at this point. Is there any sort of... I need to see if this... Okay, yeah, it smashes the oars. Like it smashes like part of the boat off, and one of the oars falls off.
They'll hand paddle
and the other one just falls off, and they're just like, oh! And so, yeah, it basically stops in its tracks. It can't move anymore, and so they both just jump overboard and just start swimming away. And the other ones go up on board, and they're just going to attack Dakrin. And they one of them does hit Dakrin. All right. Next is let's see, Hargus. No, the Parrot Rider. He's gonna use Vicious Mockery on you, Jasper. So make a Wisdom saving throw. He says, "Your luck's about to your luck's about to run out, boy."
Yeah, find out about that. Yep.
Why is it with
That
advantage?
Because of a gnome cunning.
Oh yeah,
Advantage
yeah.
on saves versus magic.
Yeah, you
I
got
don't think it's going to help, though, because it's a 13.
13, huh?
I don't know. It might work.
That's exactly what you needed. So at first you get a little, you get a little off put by what he says, and you're like, "What am I saying? Of course it's not going to run out." Did you see what just happened? And he's getting kind of frustrated. And he's just like, ugh. And then you see him hold out something and drop it right above the ship. We'll say he used his movement to come back. And he drops something right next to you on the ship, Jasper. A little emerald just falls down and just falls right next to you.
I'm flying 60 foot halfway, remember?
Oh, that's right. Okay, well that makes sense then. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. He doesn't do anything yet. So he's just yelling at you in the air then. That makes more sense why he would be targeting you anyway. Okay,
I mean, I suppose he could still drop a gem on me from where he is.
No, he's not going to do that this time.
Okay.
Okay, let's see then. Hargus and Dacron take their turns. You see Dacron do something you haven't seen him do before. He holds up his sword in the air and it swirls with this mad crackling red energy, and then he slams it into the ship and it just goes just blasts outward, and all three pirates around him are just like and take force damage as he does sword burst. And then Hargus is just hiding inside the ship. Okay, Shaz, you're up.
How many pirates on me right now?
You're hovering next to the ship. I forgot to take their turn. So yeah, the pirates do attack you. 3 of them manage to reach you because you're right next to the deck. What's your AC?
17.
Okay, 1 of them hits you, so you take 6 points of slashing damage. You manage to parry a couple, but one of them slashes you in the leg. And the captain is right next to you as well.
My mom gave me that leg.
My favorite leg.
It's like the robot. My wife, she gave me that leg.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
I love that. Anyways, it's my turn, and they're slashing at me.
I guess the advantage of being on the edge, they can't surround you.
Yeah, only 3 of them can reach you, so...
So, like, this is like a big... Like, I'm near a big ship right now, right?
Yeah, you're right next to the ship, and we'll say it did move 45 feet, but we'll say that you kind of hovered next to it, I guess.
Yeah,
unless you wanted to let it pass by.
On the railing.
Yeah.
You could have landed his feet on the railing if you wanted to.
Yeah, unless you wanted it to pass you by, but I kind of didn't think so. Vehicles make things weird.
mean, it depends, because I know those guys were about to attack me.
And if
they probably just shot at me anyways.
Who would have gotten the attack of opportunity?
Yeah, vehicles make everything weird, so we kind of have to, especially if you're flying next to one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see all these guys and I'm like, home is where the heart is. I guess I'll take out your ship instead, and I'll fly past them to their mast.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll take their opportunity attacks.
Okay. You do take 5 points of damage as one of them manages to hit you, and then the pirate captain rolls a 18 to hit. And so you take...
The pirate captain's beside me as well?
Yeah, she was engaged with you on deck as well. She only rolled a 1 on damage, so only 6 points of damage as she hits you as you fly past.
Oh, +5, wonderful. That's some damage, but
she kind of flourishes her. She kind of flourishes her sword in an interesting way that deals more damage.
I fly over to their mast and I will use my fighting spirit as a bonus action. And with my axe, I just start chopping away like it's a tree.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
With advantage, luckily, because of that fence.
The mast has different armor class than the hull. It's got lower armor class, so...
That is a 23 for the first one.
Definitely hits.
Oh, that's pretty good. The first attack does 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I will attack again. Yeah, that's way higher, the second attack. Oh,
Yep.
no, it's higher by 1, like 24 to hit.
Its armor class is
that'll-
12.
Oh.
The sails and
pretty
mast,
good,
so yep, you definitely hit it.
I rolled a 6 on that. I could savage attack that.
You can always savage attack. It's basically
Oh, no, No, savage attack, like it's savage attack for feet.
yeah, like you basically just always roll damage with advantage. That's how savage attack works.
You have to take the new roll.
No, that's my, yeah, you have to take the new roll.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right.
And yeah, I can only use it once per turn as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll risk
Up
it,
to you
why
then.
I got the same roll, so yeah, that's
Okay,
an
so
additional.
6.
It's an additional 9 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Well, plus modifiers, of course. How's the mast looking?
You're about a quarter of the way through it. It's pretty thick and everything. You're chopping it down like a tree. You're about a quarter of the way
Okay,
through.
knowing it has a low AC, I will action surge, and I'll make these 2 attacks great weapon master attacks.
All right, so you've been hitting at it, and this time you go. Just pull back as hard as you can and just slam into it.
Okay, that's a 20-something, so that hits. That'll be. Oh wait, no, it takes the -2, so it'll be 14 to hit. Anyways.
Yep.
The first attack will deal 24 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so your second one, you just slam into it. You're halfway through. 24 down.
Yeah, great weapon master's pretty neat. That's a 16, so that'll be an additional. Ooh, that'll be an additional 25 points of slashing damage.
Holy crap. Okay.
Fuck your mast.
We're gonna need that shit.
Why? Oh.
It's giant.
This one has a hole in it too.
It's about to
Okay,
have a
it's
very
starting
large
to
hole.
it's starting to creak. It looks like if you hit it one more solid time or a couple more other times, these sails are going down. So, and you see all the pirates below are just freaking out. They're just like, no, get her down. How high up are you flying, by the way?
Like, I'll go a solid 30 feet.
Okay.
30 foot.
So the masts are 80 feet tall, and so
right,
30
which I'm
feet
putting
up.
it lower.
So
Got it.
yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and the water golem.
The world needs axe handles.
And what does the water golem do? Does it
The
need
water
orders?
golem sees that the guys are fleeing.
The wizard's gone that you ordered it to, and the other one's jumped into the water.
It's just
so.
it doesn't have any actual movement. It only has swimming movement because of the frostiness.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it only has. It still has 50 feet of movement, but its 80 feet has been reduced to 50.
Right, 90 feet, by the way.
Oh,
How
okay.
much
So
frost damage did it take
60
again?
then. It
How much
took something like 6, I think.
That's not bad. My dog's up to something.
I just had the funny idea of what happens if you cast control water or like
On a water elemental.
on a water elemental? Do you just give it like disadvantage on all of its attacks and have
I
movement?
Or maybe
think
that
there's like
counts
I think it has
as
to be like
dominate
motionless
monster.
or non-magical water. I
Yeah,
think it
dominate
says.
monster.
Yeah.
You can cast create water on a fire elemental to deal however many gallons of water damage on it.
Yeah.
That does work. Yeah.
So this is not
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess the water elemental, it's not really close by anybody.
Yeah, it's kind of in the water off something like 30,
I'm gonna yell
20
at it.
feet away from the ship.
I'm like, get reinforcements! And it's going to start collecting pieces of planks.
Okay. Make a perception check for the golem to see if it can hear you, because you're way over on the other ship, so...
Yeah, a lot of gunfire. Perception? Okay, let's see here. That's 16.
Talk like the cat,
Okay,
actually.
yeah. You yell over at it, and your voice carries far enough, and you see it starting to pick up planks. Okay, Branbrek takes his turn.
How many turns has it been?
This is your...
You didn't miss any.
Yeah, you didn't miss any. This is your first one.
Is this sort of invisible person going to perhaps mess with
Really?
me? Because that'd be great.
Yeah,
that,
so...
that doesn't make sense because
No, I mean
Yes,
just the one that
over.
you. Yeah, only the one that you.
You took your
narrated.
turn, and so
Yeah.
if you want to take this one or just keep continuing doing what you're saying, up to you.
well, no, I'm continuing what I'm saying. I was wondering how many turns since that.
Yeah, this is the first one since then. So you took that, you went, you turned invisible, went past them and everything, and now it's your next turn after that. So
So with the dash action, could I get under in the hole?
yep, pretty easily. Especially since you can bonus action do that. Do you want me to describe that for you? Do you want to?
Yeah. So everybody's only had one turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
people.
bodies going in this battle.
A lot going on. Yeah.
I feel like I'm moving faster than I could be, but it's still just so many. So
No, yeah, it's a fine pace. I'm okay with it.
okay, yeah, that
Gives me
was
time
my.
to think about what I'm doing next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll just continue with the previous. My intention, I guess. I don't know if I can action dash or whatever to get this going.
Yeah, you can bonus action dash with your cunning action and stuff. So yeah, you duck past a few crew members, go down there, and you see what you're looking for.
Okay, so I prepared to do that.
Okay, we'll say at the start
That
of your
was-
next turn you can do it.
And then I'll be running away at that point. So next
Mhm.
turn is okay. Understood.
All right.
I just wanted to be here for your description.
Got it. Okay, the deck wizards are dead, so they are gone.
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go check on that.
Sounds good. Captain Prettybeard is gonna load her flintlock pistol and just shoot up at you, Shaz. And that's a 14 to hit, and so you just as a musket ball just zooms past you. And that's her turn. And Jasper, you're up. So you're hovering 60 feet in the air, about
Like
20
15
feet away.
from-
Yeah, 15, 20 feet away from the parrot rider.
Okay, and the ship moved closer, so it's only like
It's
15 feet away from
75,
you too, huh?
75 feet away from... it depends on how high up you are, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because I moved 60 foot over off the deck of the ship, basically in a straight line, more or less. So.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so the parrot guy stayed hovering kind of above me a little ways.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Can I... Well, his biggest concern is that cannon. Can you see the cannon? Or like how many cannons they have on the other ship?
Yeah, they have one cannon. And
One
it's
cannon.
and it's on the second
Okay.
deck. Just the second
I just
floor.
realized that heat metal on a cannon was insane.
That'd be pretty good. Well, he's going to target that cannon then. And he's going to drop a level 4 shatter
Ooh, okay.
on the cannon. So
That'll target. What's the radius on that?
10-foot radius.
All right. Well, that'll attack the hull as well. So I'll make a Constitution save for both of them.
All right. And disadvantage because they're inanimate objects, or double. always
Isn't that
forget
just
whether it's-
crystalline?
It's something about inorganic
like-
things.
Disadvantage
Yeah.
for
Objects maybe
inorganic.
automatically fail. Objects
No,
it's
they have
disadvantage on con
disadvantage.
saves.
But I thought it was just like crystal or stone or something.
No,
like that.
it's just whatever.
Inorganic things have
inorganic, yeah.
inorganic creatures have disadvantage, but I don't know. I forgot about objects. So
I'll
let me
allow
check
objects. Most of the time, objects aren't making the saving throws, but in this case, ships have rules for that. So I'll say the cannon has disadvantage, but a ship is wood, which is organic. So okay, so the cannon rolls. The cannon fails, and the ship it rolls an 18. So I think it succeeds, right?
Yeah, all it says creatures make the save. Inorganic creatures have disadvantage. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area. So I don't know if objects get a save or not, but it would save.
Well, either way, this fits because the cannon is an object and the ship is a vehicle that has stats, and so this worked out perfectly anyway because the cannon failed. So go ahead and roll.
Make 5d8 coming at you. Ooh, not bad. 11, 18, 23. 23
huh?
points of thunder.
Okay. The cannon
hopefully hits those guys.
So yeah, there's this massive. I guess there would be two guys next to him, so I'll roll for them as well. Success and success. They both rolled 18. So,
okay.
10, 12. How much damage would that be? Half for them, right?
23, so 11.
Okay, 11 damage. Oh, that's enough, actually. That's exactly how much they have. So I hear just... and then and the cannon just kind of rolls forward with no one else to do it. Unfortunately, Dustin's not here, but Brand is just down there, and he suddenly is just like... and he just like scares him half to death as he sees two guys just drop down with their ears just bleeding onto the deck. Just their ribs like shattered and their brains just blown out by this super loud noise.
In a single combat, Jasper's killed more people than he has in his entire life.
But the ship hasn't taken damage. Okay, so that's the cannon there, and that's your...
Last but not least, he'll quicken one... I suppose the shatter should have been... Oh no, he can't quicken that. That's too big of a spell. Never mind.
It is?
No, it's not too big. It would cost too many sorcery points to quicken
it's
a
per
5th level shatter.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so he will just bonus action do his Blessing of the Tree Father for the bark skin.
All right.
And he'll loop
to loop.
He'll loop. He'll try and put some distance between the parrot guy. He'll fly over the deck of the ship, the pirate ship.
All right.
Just fly that way. Try and hide behind.
Feverishly hacking.
Yeah. He'll get above. He'll get above him, kind of by the sails there, kind of looking down, seeing him there.
All right. The cannon cannot fire because it's not manned, and so two crew members like move down to it, but that takes their whole turn to realize that somebody's not manning the cannon, so they cannot shoot this turn. But our ship does fire its ballista. Captain Yenri and them haven't fought any... Well, yeah, they haven't needed to fight anybody, so we'll do it with advantage again because they can use their roll for that. 18 does hit with the ballista, and then the mangonel, glancing blow. So that's a 13 points of bludgeoning damage from the mangonel, which unfortunately isn't enough. So the payload just kind of goes, just rocks the boat. However, the ballista deals just enough, 16 points of piercing damage, and another hole just hits into that hull. So yeah, that ship is damaged from that. It's still. I mean, it's a big ship. That one cannonball hit did more damage than it's taken yet. So
yeah, that cannonball was nasty.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, of all things to crit with. Okay, that is it. And then moves a little bit closer. Let's see. The sails, the mast rather. it can only move 30 feet instead of 45 feet because the mast is like at an angle now and like not helping it move at all. So you've definitely slowed it down there, Shaz. So it can only move, so it only moves 30 feet forward. And it is now 45 feet away from the ship. And within the mangonel's minimum range, so the mangonel can no longer target it. The crew continues to fight. You notice now, Jasper, 2 more flying creatures, one from each of those distant sailing ships, are starting to fly. And this parrot rider flies up to you.
Hello.
You are within 60 feet, right?
Probably.
You were within 20 feet.
Probably.
Moved. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was basically above me, so I couldn't outrun him. So,
So he swoops down. He has the same flight
and the
speed
ship
as
was
you.
closer.
So,
Yeah.
So he
that
swoops
makes sense.
down to you, and he's just like, "How can someone so tiny cause so much trouble?" Make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. And then his
Kind of vicious mockery us over and over again.
that's all he can
Maybe.
do. Really.
Hey.
It's just harsh
Natural
language.
20.
Okay, this guy's just a joke. However, his parrot does try to peck you with its beak and bite you, and it's a 22 to hit.
No. 22, I'll shield.
Okay.
And it will not hit in a,
All right, you
in
see
a
this-
flash of green, sparkling leaves. It kind of,
Yeah, you see this.
It's distracted.
This surprisingly intimidating red parrot just and suddenly takes a bite out of the leaves and spits them out, and that's a miss. Okay.
real world Aaron would not be surprised that an enormous parrot was frightening. Those things have
I know.
talons and beaks. They will slice you open,
I
even they're
know.
tiny. No, the giant version is not surprisingly scary. It was appropriately scary.
You see over at the ship, a bunch of figures are crawling up the side of the Dignity and
Oh man.
attacking. And you look over and you see Dacron, and he just like looks up and he's just like, and he runs into battle and does this sword burst thing again. The figures, though, you guys, let's see. Yeah, Shaz and Jasper make perception checks. You guys would notice this, so I'll see how close you can tell what they are.
18.
Like 12 or something. 10.
10?
10.
Okay. Yeah, you can't. You're kind of distracted a little bit with the parrot, Jasper. However,
Giant
Shaz,
parrot,
you
yeah.
notice that these figures are. They've got blue skin,
Ooh.
and they're dressed like the other pirates and everything, but they're crawling out of the water up onto the ship. They've got like swords in their mouths and stuff, crawling out of the water, dripping wet, just jumping on board. It looks like there's about a dozen of them that you can see. And that is their turn. And also Captain Yenri starts fighting them with his blade. And Bosun Bill, you notice he doesn't have a weapon at all. He just starts like decking them and just kicking. He's looks like he's got some martial arts skills because he's just fighting using his own body's weapon, just headbutting them, that sort of thing. Let's see. And yeah, that's how Dacron spends his turn. Shaz, you're up. You're flying up next to... Oh, sorry, the crew needs to take their turn. So they're all... The ones who do have crossbows are going to aim up and shoot at you. And 2 of them manage to hit you. You take 9 points of piercing damage as you feel 2 crossbow bolts just... You just... feel the warm blood start to drip down on top of them below you. But it is your turn, Shaz.
Okay, let me just check something real quick. Hello? Yeah, you're still there. Sorry, everyone's just been quiet.
And then you are next, Bran, if you want to, you've got a second.
Sorry to say that again. I was.
You're next, just letting you know.
Okay. Does that mean it's time?
Almost.
Let's go.
Anyways,
So yeah, you're hovering up next to the
The-
mast, 3/4 of the way chopped down. Would you like to do?
I shout at my water golem that is now closer,
Yeah, it's definitely close
and
enough to hear you.
like, pile them on their ship, and it's gonna use a dash action and just drop a bunch of planks onto their ship. And I look over at Jasper. I'm like, golem, 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 and it's just like right next to the cannon. I will say, and I will send you the stat block for a wooden golem.
Oh, you're dropping a new one on the deck.
I'm asking you to do so because I don't have any left.
I don't have one. I gave it to.
Me.
Yeah, who has one? I think Dacron has one.
I thought I gave it to Dacron. Yeah, or Dacron, and then Shaz was trying to collect them for the potential.
Does Bran
trade, maybe?
have one? Bran, do you have a golem heart?
I do.
Okay, so Bran has the other one,
Interesting.
and Dacron does. So, yeah, not sure if you still want to do that
Okay.
with.
Well, maybe Bran will hear
And
it.
Jasper's
'cause-
like,
I gave it
it
to.
looks like a pile of wood.
I think Dacron gave it to Bran, and you're just like, dang it.
Oh,
So that's
I hope Bran's
the
around.
that's the water golem's turn. You're up though, Shaz.
With my turn, I will continue chopping. I will chop the. Yeah, I'll chop again.
Okay, go for
What
it.
would black powder golem do?
It would act as
Oh,
it would
man.
act as a
That's
giant.
fun.
It would. I would say probably 3 gunpowder kegs worth of powder walking around.
Do you have a sand
That-
golem stat or something? And then
Yeah,
it just,
yeah.
if it takes any fire damage, just
Any fire damage? Yeah.
Glass golem.
Does it
Oh,
become a
man.
fire golem after that, or does it just
Nah,
blow
it turns
up?
to a glass golem. Turns to a glass.
I think you
golem.
lose a golem heart after that.
Anyways, I'm just gonna attack the mast again. I'm
Go
gonna get a
for
regular
it.
attack, but fuck.
12
that misses.
AC.
Well, I got 6 with Great Weapon Master.
Oh,
Oh,
Golem.
so yeah, you
That's
slam into it, and
A
your
6 would-
axe
did you
gets
roll a
stuck
1?
on that one.
No, I rolled a 4, and then I had to take a -5 penalty to my attack.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
great.
just
But I
too
will
much
make one
power,
more
and you
attack.
hit it at an angle, and it doesn't contribute to the rest of the.
With a natural 20.
Okay.
making up for it.
Maximize one of those dice, and then roll again, and add your great weapon if that's what it was, and see what
Jasper,
happens.
we're gonna make a golem made
Oh,
up. Potassium nitrate. Any bludgeoning damage, any water, any so many things.
There's a lot of potential there. Jasper is an alchemist. He does have an alchemist kit.
A lot of potential. Was that pun intended?
All right, how much damage, Shaz?
Just give me a quick second to calculate. That is
I'm just making
Get a
sure.
little
Sorry.
whisk.
What kind of weapon are you using again? Is
I'm
it
using
a
a great axe.
great axe? Okay. So that's a great thing to crit with our rules.
Yeah, it is. That's why I tend to use it.
The D12.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm just doing the math.
I think it's a 22 base, and then you just roll a d12, right? And add your bonuses. It's probably not going to survive it, whatever it is.
It's 41 points of slashing damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, you slam into it. It hit it at too bad of an angle, and then you're just kind of like, and you don't even feel any resistance. You just go and kind of spin around in midair as you're hovering.
And I
it
kind of just use my movement, and I just kind of just lean my back into it, so the mast just falls onto the hull.
Yeah, it just and it falls about halfway, and then gets caught up in the rigging, but the sails get all tangled up, and
Oh, man,
it
yeah.
cannot sail anymore. Like it just, like this domino effect, half of it just slams into the mast next to it, and it's all just tangled up, and you just see them all like, yeah, they're just, all the crew down there is just like, no, just
The
screaming.
bonus
as
action, I
it's
will
broken.
second wind.
Okay, so yeah, just kind of take a breath up there and look at your handiwork. Okay, Bran.
Wonderful. 11.
Bran, you find yourself down in the lower deck. You were looking around and you saw the cannon with a barrel of black powder next to it. There was this sudden eruption of noise, and the two the engineers that were using the cannon just dropped dead. Their ears bleeding, and the cannon kind of warped a little bit. And that's where you are with your turn. What would you like to do?
Look over them. I see the thing that they used to light the cannon with. I'm like, perfect. So I'll just grab that from their dead corpse, and then I'll start pouring out a line. And then I get to the other side near one of the portholes, and I just sit up on it, and I go, adios!
All right. Make a... let's see, the portholes are small enough for a cannon barrel, but to squeeze through, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. I assume that's where you're fleeing, right? Out the porthole?
I guess, unless there's like I could take... I don't know how
Bigger,
much,
more obvious.
I don't know how much action economy it's going to take me to accomplish the goal. That's the problem.
Unless the
That's about how much
where-
time you have. Unless
Yeah,
you
where
want to
Jasper hit
trust
the
on
shatter.
the... yeah,
Could've
unless you
blown
want to
that
trust on
one
the...
open.
I just want to make sure that I've taken enough action to guarantee that this is going to work.
So you can either try and squeeze through the porthole, or you can start running up out of the boat, which may be riskier.
We'll probably just squeeze through the porthole.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. I need to reset because I can't see Dustin on my video, so... There we go.
not the time to roll a 1.
Okay.
Well, I have a question on this. I get to roll with advantage because it's considered a grapple?
It's not a grapple. You're just trying to
Oh,
squeeze
well, it's
through.
a 20 anyways.
A 20? Oh, okay, you're fine. Yeah,
20
you're...
total. 20 total. I have a plus
you were-
6. I was just hoping for something better.
Actually,
You're
that
gonna Winnie the Pooh it for a
nimbleness-
second.
That nimbleness actually probably comes in handy where you're just like, your squat nimbleness or whatever. And so, yeah, you squirt through the porthole and just fall into the water. And start swimming away, I assume, right?
I wanted to make sure it was going to go off.
Oh, yeah, you saw it. Like, you lit it and it started following the line. It hasn't gone off yet, but it will in probably about 6 seconds or so. We'll
I don't know
say...
if I gave myself enough of that much time. I counted on my roguish abilities.
That's it, yeah.
Well, that's true. I guess how many seconds worth did you want to do? I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind it being 3 seconds or less.
Okay, yeah, we'll say you have 3 seconds then.
Hey, Dustin, which side of the ship did you jump out? The side towards our ship or the side away from our ship?
Good question.
Let's see.
By the
Austin, which side would you say is even? Which side would you say is odd?
We'll say toward the dignity is even, away is odd.
Okay. I rolled a 18 on the die, so I'll assume that's even. So I went out towards the dignity.
Okay, sounds good.
I did forget
While
to
I'm
mention. Can I get
swimming
my
out,
redo? I'd like to fly close to the parrot.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense that you would go over and try and help get it away from Jasper and stuff. So, yep, that's totally fine. Okay.
Question
Yes.
with this. Can I see the ship's name?
Make a perception check. At this angle, it might be a little
no.
tricky because it's at it's at an angle. So
The bonus quest is about to be failed.
you didn't get a chance to look while you're falling down. So this is your last chance.
13 minus 1, 12?
Oh, it's hard to say. I will say you make out that it starts with a. It's one word and it starts with C. So that's all you can tell from that roll, unfortunately. We'll see if part of that, if the label survives. We'll see what happens. But okay, let me see here. Let me check real quick if there's a rule for black powder. There probably is.
Is it named Under the Sea? Because it's about to be, quote, will named?
It's the K or the S, something like that. It just starts with C, the letter C.
The Sanct.
That's what it'll be now.
The C word? Is it the C word from Arrested Development?
What's that? I haven't seen that in years.
You haven't seen Arrested Development? That's what they name their
Years.
yacht. They name it the C word.
Oh, yeah,
SEA.
yeah.
But everyone thinks of it as the C word. And
Oh, I haven't seen that
nope,
forever.
not the C word. It's the C word.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they're idiots.
Okay, here it is. It is 76 for a keg. Cool. Okay.
How many pegs did I just light up?
There's like 2 or 3 down there, and so it's gonna. That's all you can see.
I think
Anyway.
it's like an addition of like an extra
Who
D8
knows?
per keg or something.
Who knows if they have any
Okay.
more down below deck, but they won't soon. Okay,
Oh my
Captain
God.
Prettybeard is gonna just angrily load up her musket and keep shooting at Shaz because she's not happy with what you did to her ship. Natural 1 though. She goes, "Tink," and her gun jams.
Am I still invisible?
Yeah, you haven't made an attack yet, I don't think, or cast a spell, so so none of you guys see the splash that happens outside of the ship.
No
They
way.
were flying high.
One little dwarf-sized splash and all of that? No way.
So yeah, Captain Prettybeard goes, "Tink," and she's just like, throws her gun to the ground.
Nice.
And she's just
Misfire?
She yells at the it misfired and jammed, and she just yells to the she's just like, "Everyone fire on that orc right there! He's ruined our ship!" And Jasper, you're up.
All right, so there's Mr. Parrot Pants in front of us, and I mean, he's causing a problem. Oh, gosh, but the parrot, he doesn't want to hurt a parrot, so
I'll
will.
take care of Parrot Boy. I think you should take
Yeah,
care
Well,
of
Shaz
that
kind of runs
sinking.
up and gets ready to.
yeah, but Jasper kind of wants a parrot, so he
I'll
reaches
keep
out
the parrot fine. Oh,
and
what were
he-
you doing?
polymorphs the parrot.
Into what? A smaller parrot?
No, just a little snail again.
Okay. All right. Wisdom saving throw for this giant parrot.
Yeah.
1 second. Oh man, polymorphing
No,
somebody's
he wants it
mount
to
is
keep
always
flying.
the
Yeah.
the
No,
worst.
he's gonna do a little butterfly. He's gonna polymorph it to a little butterfly actually, because he wants it to keep flying.
Okay, so this image of a butterfly starts flickering over it, makes its wisdom saving throw. It actually rolled really high. It rolled an 18.
Oh, crud! That's
So
gonna do
it shrinks, it jitters a little bit, shrinking, but then the spell doesn't work, sadly.
Sad day. All right. Well, that's it.
All right.
Yeah. Unless there's people on the other ship for his panther and giant badger to attack. He can attack some of those
yeah,
blue guys.
they're attacking these Tritons.
Yeah, he'll rally around Dak. They'll rally around Dak.
Yeah, so they're just, basically an action montage where they're just and they're just attacking them. I will roll for them to see how much. What's the AC for your animals?
Oh gosh, not very high. That's
Your AC is dead.
the badger's AC 10, the panther's AC 12.
Okay, so the panther takes 11 points of damage,
Still alive.
and the badger takes 5 points of damage.
And still alive.
All right, so yeah, just 3 Tritons on each one, and they're just attacking him and stuff. Managed to bleed him a little bit. Okay, that's the end of the round. Some technicians get down there and load the cannon, and by this point, they by this point they go down there to load the cannon, and they see, and they're just like, "Oh no!"
I hear spreading.
And the crew is the crew just runs up, and they're just like, "Fire in the hole! Run! And they just start like diving off. I'm gonna make a intelligence check for the... Oh, that's a natural one. All the other pirates just watch them jump overboard, and they just like... they don't understand the gravity of the situation. The Dignity will shoot another ballista shot. Just a normal one this time. And it does hit. Unfortunately, it's just under the damage threshold, though, so it kind of sticks in the ship but doesn't do enough damage to puncture a hole.
Can they move away to use the catapult?
Who?
Oh, the Dignity.
No, they're going to start attacking the two other ships that are starting to
That makes
get
sense,
closer.
actually.
Yeah. So they're within long range, so they're going to attack with disadvantage. Really good, and barely not good enough. The Mangonel doesn't have a very good to hit bonus. It does have really good damage and range, but yeah, not very accurate. So the Mangonel just hits in the water about 800, 700 feet away over by the other ships. And the crew and the Tritons just fight on the Dignity. The Parrot Rider, it's his turn now. Let's see here.
Am I beside him or no?
40.
Parrot Rider, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you got up next to me, right? So.
240. Yeah, you are right next to him. And let's see there. 40, 45. These Theater of the Mind I shouldn't make this complicated for Theater of the Mind. This is the type of thing where you need a board, but oh well, we'll just say
that's working out fine.
Yeah, it's the distances that are starting to get kind of weird though. So if there's 750 away minus 250. Okay, so they're about 450.
What is he attacking the other ship again?
So the other Parrot Riders are flying closer.
Oh, gotcha.
But I think I figured it out. So they're about at this point. It'll probably just take a minute for them to engage, so you guys might have a chance to regroup. Okay, yeah, so at this point, the pirates are all going to shoot up at you. Shaz. 17 armor class, right?
That's a glancing blow.
Sorry, that's what you're...
Yeah,
okay.
armor class, yes.
All right, sounds good. So they... Yeah, 2 of them hit you. 9 points of damage. 9 points of piercing damage. 9. So yeah, one of them hit you for 4, one of them hit you for 5. No.
That would be worse.
Yeah, no. And then the parrot is going to attack you, Jasper. That is
Man, they really don't like you, Jasper.
Pretty bird.
You tried to turn it into a butterfly.
Light-hearted little butterfly.
Oh, the Parrot Rider hasn't even attacked yet. Hasn't been damaged yet. That's interesting. 15 to hit, Jasper.
Nope.
No. All right. So, you do a kind of a little backflip in midair, and it snaps at you but misses. He is just like, "What kind of black magic are you using against my bird, you runt?" Make a wisdom saving throw. Advantage.
Nature magic, technically.
It's either the high wisdom
14.
save or the one with the advantage on saves.
14.
14. Yeah, that's a success. He's not very good at his job. So that is that is his turn. In fact, he's tired of these insults not working, so he's going to pull out a rapier and use it on you next turn. So he's just like, pulls out a rapier. All right, that is their turn.
Has it been 3 seconds?
Not yet. Oh wait, after the Parrot Rider's turn. As you guys just look back and just 5 explosions, just one after another, just rip the ship in half. And it just in 2 pieces just starts sinking. Let's just roll for the fun of it, because that's part of the fun of D&D. I'm gonna use my app for this because there's too many dice.
My watermelon bundle's just like, what the fuck?
Like
is
fighting
it
with this
close to
parrot in the
the?
air,
Is
we're
it
like,
close to the ship?
It would have had to have gotten close to put all the stuff on.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I'll roll a d4 to see how many of the barrels it's within range of. What's the? Oh, it's only a 10-foot radius, so we'll say just one of them. Make a dexterity saving throw for the water.
Was it 10 foot increased by each barrel?
Yes, it does get bigger.
That's like a 15.
15. Okay, that succeeds.
And we've all seen Pirates of the Caribbean. The explosions are big.
All right, so yeah, let's roll a bunch of damage.
Shockingly, not resistant to fire damage.
Water elemental
That is weird. I mean,
Yeah.
Really?
I guess it turns to steam or
funny.
something. Okay, it takes 45 points of fire damage. And the ship...
After halved?
Oh, sorry. That's not halved. So, whatever I said in half.
Yeah, so
Everyone
like 22.
else in the ship takes...
Oh jeez.
And the ship itself
Takes death.
takes 135 points of fire damage.
Oh,
You're pretty close as well there, Branbrek. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh gosh.
You got evasion, you'll be fine.
yeah.
And
If he passes.
I mean, I take half either way, but
100.
One day,
How many? 100
One
what?
way you might take none. So the saving throws are
100
not
what?
super high.
okay, that's a
DCs.
15 plus 6, so 21.
You're
Okay,
fine.
underwater.
You just dunk underwater and just swim away, and you just you just hear this muffled, like there's the loud sounds of combat from above. You just go into the quiet water, and you're just and you kind of swim around, and you see the ship just start sinking, and
my
like
gosh.
burnt bodies just start floating out of the hull, and you
Oh.
see the cannon.
Someone's
just,
finger just hits Shaz in the face. Ah!
How close is the next ship?
They are
They're pretty close.
at this point. We'll say they're about a minute away. Like I just, for the sake of like simplicity and stuff, they're gonna.
You want to throw that golem into the wreckage, see what happens?
So you,
Well, my question is it closer to me to swim to the new ship or to swim to our old ship?
it's much closer. The new ship is much closer. The Dignity is about 45 feet away, and the other ships are like a minute off. They're like a good 750 feet away. And so yeah, you see the cannon just plummet into the depths. A bunch of other crates and stuff start floating. The ones that are intact, but the ship itself is just just sinking to the bottom of the ocean. And that at that point, it is everyone on the Dignity's turn. So they keep fighting and stuff. Everybody though
No
pauses
point
to
of
watch.
shooting that ship.
So everybody kind of takes a pause to just look over and just see the ship just... and all of the crew, the Dignity, start cheering, and the Tritons, they're going to get a little disheartened, so they're going to have disadvantage on their attacks next turn. And with that, it is Shaz's turn.
Shaz's looking at the wire elemental like, oh, okay, I guess those planks are gone then.
Yep.
Uh,
There's a lot more planks now. They're
That's
just not
They
as close to
water
each other as
and
you might hope.
Plot some.
I
There
wanted
is a
to. I
parrot
wanted
rider
to.
in front of you.
I made a stat block for the wooden golem, and the idea was that if there's a cannon nearby, I could have incorporated it into its build.
That would have been
But
amazing.
that's long gone.
On its
That's
arm
long-
or
it does take
whatever.
like fire damage every time it's shot though. So,
That would be sweet.
anyways, yeah. So water elemental. Probably going to just. What's nearby?
The pirate or the parrot rider.
No, it's in the water. You're above ground. You're in the air.
Oh, what's in the water?
Yeah, like, how far is the ship from the water elemental?
The ship.
What ship?
Which one? The
Our ship.
Dignity. The
Yeah.
Dignity. It's about 45 feet away.
It's gonna swim over and then he uses movement to climb up and then just start attacking Tritons.
Okay. So yeah, you see it turn into like a wave again, and then like water dripping down a ship backwards. It just goes and just starts like whelming them and smashing them into them and stuff. Most of them are almost. It looks like they're going to be pretty dispatched with the help of Bill and Yenri and Dakrin. Okay, so that's what the water golem does.
Attack
and what are
the
you
guy
gonna
on
do?
the guy on the parrot. Okay, I'm going to push him off his parrot.
Okay. Make an athletics check. I will give him advantage because he's strapped onto his saddle, but it's still possible that he might fall off, especially with a roll like that.
I'm gonna
Just cut
use
into the saddle
I'm gonna
and
use
the
my
bird.
advantage for the session.
Ooh, he rolled pretty high though.
Nice. Come on. Athletic. No.
The leather
16.
is too tough.
Did
cut
you
the
use
bird
your-
from it.
Did you use your bardic inspiration? I don't
I
remember
do
you
have
using it.
that.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It could
use
make
it.
a difference.
I'm
He
gonna
rolled
use it.
pretty high, but he's not strong, so.
So 16 plus a D10?
D8.
Is it
Or
still?
D8, I
Didn't
don't
have
know
a
what he's.
D10 yet.
I'll check
It'd have to
real
be a
quick.
higher level.
He's level 9.
Maybe a D8.
Yeah, I'll just push him again with my second attack.
Well, no, are you gonna 16
It's,
plus your
it's
D8?
a D8. Next turn it turns
I'm
into
not gonna
D10s.
risk. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna just make a solid push
Hope
with my
for a higher
second
one?
attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not using your inspiration?
Not for that first one, no.
Okay, so you
Not your
shove him.
bardic
He
inspiration?
stays
Bardic
on
inspiration.
just
I
Okay.
never
okay.
use the other inspiration.
Okay.
All right.
So I
So
Ooh,
don't
he
have that
rolled
one
the
anymore.
same thing this time.
For God's sake.
What did you
second
roll?
push.
Yeah, why not? 19.
19. That's exactly what he rolled. So.
Oh, come on!
Not quite. He's just like I'm strapped on. Nice try, you
I'm on a
dolt."
parrot.
I'm on a parrot. Yeah, so no good, I'm afraid. So that's your turn.
Parrot, mother-
Yeah,
I'm on a
yeah,
parrot.
that's my turn.
All right. Bran, you're up next.
All right. So with action and bonus action dash, can I get onto our old ship?
Let's see. Your movement speed is 30.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
So you
At
dash.
15:45.
Okay, you move at half speed in the water, and so you dash for 30, and then you.
No, I would dash for 45 total.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so 45 total. That's just enough to get to the ship. So all of your actions to get there. So yeah, you're not much of a swimmer. So with your little dwarf arms and legs, you swim as fast as you can, and takes you.
This was
the
easier
full
when I was
turn.
an elf.
Yeah, exactly. It takes your full turn to get to the ship, and you kind of just raise your head up, and you're just like, oh, "This was easier when I was an elf." And you are next to kind of like one of the rope ladders on the side. All right, that's your turn. Captain Prettybeard is dead, very dead, and
He's
Jasper, you're up.
dead. Jasper.
Like fiery dead or just dead.
Well.
That was worth several turns.
I've got some alchemical fire on me.
Thrown
So-
onto the destroyed boat.
Yeah, I think I'll just grab it and try and just smash the bottle on his face. And
Okay.
and with the intent of distracting him enough to give Shaz advantage on his next round of dismount attacks.
Do you just want to use the help action, or
Or
do you want to actually hit him with the alchemical
See,
fire?
the fun thing
Get
about the
damage.
alchemical fire is that it keeps going. So I make a... Is it ranged attack? Let me check on it. It's a range... action?
It's a ranged
What?
death.
It is a ranged attack, so I'd have a disadvantage on it. So
I'll say,
I guess I'll just do the help action then.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
since it is technically a ranged attack to use it. So.
Okay, so you get the bottle and you start going like this. And he's like, oh, what is that? What is that? No. Yeah, and it distracts him. It distracts him enough to not realize, stop defending himself against Shaz over there. So, okay, so that's your action. Anything else? Any bonus action or anything?
And bonus action. No, I'll just hold it there.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you're just like,
I'm
bother.
trying.
Okay, that's end of the round.
Bother.
The ship sees the only enemy left. I'll roll a few times to just see how good we do in general. And yeah, we do pretty dang good. And so we'll say that Captain Yenri, from what you can see, that blue blade just keeps flashing blue. You see like some electrical energy here and there. And he's just like lopping Triton's arms off. Like, just the sword is so sharp that he's just lopping them off. And they're just like, oh! And finishing him off, just this stout little halfling dashing around really fast and alarmingly powerful for his size. And yeah, Bosun Bill is just headbutting and slamming people, sweeping their leg, just slamming into them. And then Dacrin's using the flame blade to hit two at once and stuff, and the water golem's attacking as well. And yeah, we'll say that they dispatched the Tritons. At this point, the crew's going to aim the ballista at the parrot rider at this point. And make a shot with the ballista. Oh, that was really good. That's a 21. And so the ballista, you guys are you're distracting him and everything, and the ballista just goes and just slams into the parrot rider. Yeah, definitely
Imagine
hits.
Wind Waker's bird that gets hit.
And it deals
Roblox oof noise.
oof. And it does 19 points of piercing damage.
Words that are automatopoeias will spell it out in real life for you.
Let's see, that's 19 points of piercing damage. And let me see here. Okay, yeah, he's still up, but yeah, you see a ballista just graze his bird and hit him as well, and he's just like, oh, I gotta get out of here. And yeah, he's pretty wounded, and his parrot as well. So it was a pretty good ballista. And then the mangonel's just still attacking the other ships. Okay, Shaz, you're up again.
So the parrot rider's looking pretty hurt, you were saying?
Yeah, like now that he realizes that the ship is attacking him, he's ready to get out of there. Also, Jasper is distracting the parrot rider, so you have advantage on your next attack roll against him, or shove attack or whatever.
Well, that need not happen, as it is a natural 20.
Okay, you're still shoving him off?
No, I'm chopping.
Just killing.
Go ahead and make your roll.
I will cut off an arm, make him a proper pirate.
Okay, so 12 plus your bonus
man.
plus D12.
Oh, ignore that was. I did not specify Grey Weapon Master, so I won't add that.
Are you specifically trying to hit him, or like down the parrot as well?
I'm cutting his arm off.
Okay.
Let go of those reins.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sorry,
Give us a parrot.
27 damage.
All right, that'll do it. You cleave it. You aim for his arm, and instead you cleave up his shoulder, cut his ear off as well, and he's just like, oh, as his arm goes splash to the bottom below, and he's just like, oh, and his eyes just roll back as he just goes pale and just slumps over on his mount, and the parrot just without a commander on its reins is just starting to like flip out and just freak out, flapping around.
Parrot. Gift for Jasper.
Okay, that's your attack.
Well,
Anything else?
Second attack for grapple, right? Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna grapple the parrot.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
That's a 19.
Actually rolled pretty good. 18.
Are you like getting on its back to grab the
I got a
reins,
19.
or-
19. Yeah, I'm getting onto it. I'm grabbing.
Okay, so yeah,
its
you
wings,
fly
and I'm
on
just
and you
like,
just
"No, you're
grab
staying
onto
with me."
his. Yeah, and it is grappled. Well done.
It's a bag all over again.
Yeah, you have this flash of memory, and you're just like, oh gosh.
This always works out well.
Okay.
Working well last time.
It did, and you're flying this time, so it can only be better.
Well, it doesn't have spikes or anything.
Alrighty. Bran, it's your turn. You're at the bottom of the boat. There's a couple of rope ladders for you to climb up the boat if you want to.
Will do. How much movement do I have left after climbing back up on the boat? And what do I see?
Let's see. How tall is this ship? It is, let's see. There's a lower deck, hold, and cabin. But it's probably halfway in the water. So, we'll say it takes you 15 feet of movement to get up to the top of the deck.
Okay. How much movement to get to the thing again?
Mangonel?
The mangonel.
Mangonel.
I forgot to mention a feature. I'm not gonna go back on it because it wouldn't have anything anyways. But with Great Weapon Fight Master, I can actually make a bonus action attack
When you what?
Yeah. When he lands a...
when I roll a critical or when I down someone. I can make a bonus action attack.
Oh, I didn't know about the critical. That's cool. I know when you down
Yeah,
somebody, but that's
criticals
cool.
or when you down someone.
Awesome.
Pretty cool.
I also downed him as well.
Yeah, so...
But I'm
now.
not attacking the bird, so it's fine.
Okay. Alright, so 20
Can you use your
movement to
bonus
the
action attack
mangonel.
to shove him off the
Bran.
to shove him off the saddle, because he's kind of like just bonus
Okay,
action attack to shove
I
him off.
guess.
Fell off.
What?
20 feet to the mangonel, Bran.
Are there any enemies on my way there?
You see a lot of dead tritons, a lot of triton arms near Captain Yenri. And
Not getting ready.
and but no, like as you get there, you see them finishing off the last ones, and Captain Yenri's like, and they're all like, yeah. And you see Dacron just has a lot of blood all over him, and he's just like, yeah, just like having the time of his life.
The
How
water
close is
golem's trying to
Dacron
drown a
me?
Triton and just smashes it, realizing it doesn't work.
Yeah. Triton's just swimming inside it. Alright, what will you do, Bran?
How close is Dacron to me?
20 feet or so. He's just kind of on the other side of the deck.
On the way to the Mangonel?
Yeah, he's just like right next to the mangonel behind it, basically. He was
Okay.
fighting on
I
that
will
side of the
walk up.
deck.
I will, even if I have to use a bonus action to dash, I will dash up to that point. A little bit of movement left, and I'm gonna say, I'm ready for round 2.
Ah!
They can't see me, I'm
Who
invisible.
was that? He's kind of on
Both
edge.
you fired earlier, now get it ready for the next ship.
Is that you, Bran? What happened? Did you do that?
You should have packed more oranges.
Was that thing you?
Who else do you think would have done it? The water elemental? Come on, get it ready.
All right,
your head in the
that
game.
sounds good.
Gouge would have done it.
So yeah, Dacron will get ready to help with the mangonel, I guess. So yeah, he'll give it advantage
Fire
when
me
it
up the
fires.
next ship if it's needed.
Okay.
I can survive the fall and maintain my concentration. Speaking of which, it's been 4 turns, right? Since I went invisible? No, 3 turns.
Invisibility lasts an hour.
Yeah.
You went
One,
invisible when you
was
got
a
on the
disengage.
deck. So
I lit it, and then I swam back. So this is the
3
third
turns.
or 4th turn.
yeah,
One of the
that
two.
was the third.
It was
I'm
one,
pretty sure that was the third round of it.
2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th turn.
How's it the 5th turn since I went invisible?
You went invisible.
We haven't had. This is the 5th turn in combat.
You went
I
invisible.
think yeah.
The second turn, you went down below deck and saw the barrels and everything. Third turn, you lit it and jumped out. 4th turn, you swam to the boat. 5th turn, you swam up onto the boat.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, man, time flies.
But like he said, I mean, invisibility's an hour, so You got plenty of time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Just making sure.
Actually, I will say, because of the explosion, just make a Constitution saving throw for concentration. You didn't get damaged, but like just the jarring amount of it, like we'll say that would kind of distract you a little bit. Also, just the pure joy of it probably was like
elation kind of.
He laughs underwater, chokes a bit.
Really, you're gonna make me do that?
I gotta ask for concentration every once in a while for really like distracting events, and I feel like just the elation of that would make you. I mean, you can use your inspiration. You still have it, right?
I don't want to use my inspiration, but I don't want to have to roll a natural 1 on the roll that shouldn't have happened. Fine, my concentration's broken.
Oh.
All right, so
I mean, it makes sense.
yeah, it was just so
Doesn't it?
amazing.
It really
to
doesn't.
you. It was just, you were so proud
Is it amazing to Brand?
that you
This is
accidentally
like his normal
broke your
stuff.
concentration. So yeah, we
is
see
normal
you
modus
on
operandi.
board, dripping wet.
Another
and
day.
like a child running back to the top of a water slide after going down. You hop on the mangonel and you're like, again! Okay.
Again.
So,
Shouldn't have said anything. I would have stayed invisible.
I just think
That just
I
makes
think
you a
there
good
should be
player.
more than just damage that can break concentration, and like a massive explosion like that I feel like would, and especially just the happiness, like for once you broke it because you're so excited, which makes sense, right?
That keeps a level head, thank you very much.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
What was the total?
It was like 4.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think he has a +9.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a hardy dwarf, but I don't have that good of constitution save.
Okay.
Inspiration.
All right. So
Inspiration.
you have the bird grappled and the rider on its back.
Yeah.
Both of you guys
if I could have done it, I would have bonus action attack and just push him off. I mean, he's dead, right?
Yeah, I will say with your bonus action, you just kind of just slice the belt of his seat belt on of his saddle, and he just like belly flops and just slowly sinks under the water. So both
Belly
of you
flops on a sharp
guys,
piece of wood.
make animal handling checks to try and calm this giant parrot down.
I'm actually
We'll
not that.
spend the rest of Austin's campaign taking each of these ships out one by one.
I know. Oh, hey. Not too bad. I don't think I get to add anything to it, but we'll handle
We
it.
stopped the blockade and the
It makes
pirates all in
sense.
one foot.
It makes sense for what I got. I got 6.
6.
I got a
That's one.
17.
The bottom of the ocean.
17. All right.
Calm down! Calm down!
Now-
Why are you calm?
Okay, it's going to try and bite against Shaz because Shaz is holding it down and stuff. You do kind of manage to calm it down a little bit, Jasper, but it does want to attack. Things that it actually makes 2 attacks. I should have realized that before. Oh well, a beak and a talon attack. We'll say now that it doesn't have a rider, it can do that. So that's a
That's fair.
18 with its beak, and
Was that wait?
really low with
So
its
that was
talons.
Brand's turn we just did, right?
Yes.
So
I mean-
then it's Deck Wizard and
Deck wizards
Captain,
are dead.
Then me.
Captain's dead. So now it's your
Then,
turns.
then me.
And I assumed that you're trying to like calm down the animal.
Right. So I was like gonna kind of get over.
Oh, I didn't realize I was going to take my action. I thought you just meant in general.
So
I'm
I'll
kind of
grab the
slowing
reins.
down initiative right now a little
Yeah.
bit because the other
Okay, cool.
ships are on their way. In fact, we can kind of we can probably turn off the crazy music to take a breather. It gets exhausting after
Wrangling
that long.
music.
Yeah. So I was like rotating over, getting into the saddle position. You know, just flying over, grabbing
so
the
Shaz
reins,
flies out
and
of the
do
way.
it for my animal handling.
Okay, so yeah,
And then I'm
you-
like, I got it, Chaz. I got it. You know. I think I got it. I think I got it.
don't!
And then it comes around to his turn.
okay. So
your bird.
so yeah, it does hit with
Like
its
giving this one total cover.
it does hit with its beak. You take 6 points of piercing damage, Shaz.
Ow.
And then we'll say it takes. Just make it another round of animal handling checks.
Okay. Yeah.
Both of you guys.
I'm gonna give you
if
the
you
help
want to.
action.
Oh, okay,
You-
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is you could do it with advantage, Jasper, or individual. But yeah, if
I'll do it.
if you're
Okay.
just kind of
I'll
like
roll.
backing off, maybe distracting it a little bit to make it, just kind of, whoa, calm down.
Yeah. So that's a 15.
Okay.
But if it's not high enough, I can use a magical guidance for an ability check that fails. If 15 doesn't succeed.
Okay, 15 does succeed. It does make one more attack against Shaz, since Shaz isn't trying to calm down. Oh, man.
Just back off. I think I got it. Natural
That's
20.
a 22 with its beak and a crit with its talons. So
Back off, Shaz.
hopefully this is worth it. Okay, so you take...
Somehow, instead of calming
No.
it, he's made the bird more effective.
Well,
So, 6
Jasper's getting
points.
control over it. It just hates Shaz.
It's calming down a little bit, but yeah, it's just trying to lash out at
Some
something.
people
And
have
since Shaz isn't
shadow
actively...
apparitions.
This is your
from place
next
that hate
3
them.
presents
Okay.
whenever I give you something.
Okay, 6 points of damage with its beak, and then...
Okay.
Branbrek's just the opposite. He's the threat to all other creatures. And Branbrek does some really crazy things now that I think about. Between the witch
19,
and now this,
21 points of slashing damage with the talons.
21!
It critted. It critted with the talons. So
Shaz.
Shaz is just like, ah, as it's just like, are you okay? Like, are you...
I'm a lot worse.
Okay,
tell me
one
something.
more
Since
animal
Vargas
handling
is the one
check,
concentrating
Jasper.
on the fly spell. If he dies, does he just float in the air?
No,
No, they'd
I
fall.
Think I think I would just fall because I have
Yeah, you'd fall.
I have no move. I think I just die.
Okay, one more
I-
round of animal handling checks.
Okay.
Up to you, Shaz.
Well, if you fall in the water, you're counted as instantly dead.
From,
All right,
Just
Jasper.
drowning.
I will
Take some
do one
damage.
more animal handling check if this counts as like the next
Grabbing the reins.
150. This counts as like the next 150 gold points of you paying for shit for me.
I'll heal you. I will heal you.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
150.
I will give you the
Make
help
it
back.
1500. Where's your
I know.
businessman sense?
Okay,
not
so
smart.
so before you tell me,
I'm
not
Jasper,
smart.
before you tell me,
Okay.
so he gave you the help
Okay.
action. So if you fail, it'll
Right.
attack him again. If you succeed,
Right.
then it'll be calmed down enough. So what did you roll?
Roll another 20.
So I rolled with advantage, and I got a number that I felt was too low. So I'm going to use magical guidance to expend 1 sorcery point to re-roll a failed ability check, and I re-rolled that for an 18.
All right, that's a success. I was wondering if you're going to use your divine favor or whatever it's called. I can't remember, but that works
Oh.
as well.
So you're thinking of the favored by the gods. That only applies to attacks or saving throws.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But
So in this
yeah,
case,
the
yeah,
sorcerer.
Okay,
magical
so in this
guidance is
case,
for ability
yeah,
checks.
some like flowers start blooming around the parrot, and it just like
Yeah.
you see its eyes just kind of stop darting around a little bit, and there's just these little like flower petals just kind of swirling around you magically as you use your ability to
There's sunflowers that open up, and I quickly grab the sunflower seeds off of them
Yeah,
and throw
there
some
you go.
seeds at the beak's mouth as I got the reins. Calm down.
and
calm
then just
down,
looks
we got
around
it
with
here,
its
yeah.
big
Meanwhile,
bird
it's like,
eyes. It just looks around with its
Yeah.
big bird eyes, and then just kind of just like kind of eats a little bit and calms down.
You didn't roll.
And
you
then
didn't
it
roll 20 to
stops,
try
and then
and
it
hit
kind
me.
of starts. And all of this is not done in the same like 5-foot square. Like you guys were like, this was like like this wild thing or whatever. But at this point, it allows you to. I assume you want to glide back down to the ship or something, or
Yeah.
okay,
Yep.
so yeah, you guys both
But now
glide down
start-
there.
I keep
Drops of
asking
blood
this, but
are
did you get it 20?
dripping off of Shaz's body into the what did
That
you
parrot did
ask
more
though,
damage
Shaz?
to me than anything in this entire fight.
That thing was mad.
Sorry,
First
my question
major
was: it
damage.
another crit if he would have failed?
I'll roll and
Oh, I
see.
don't think it had rolled
we'll
yet.
see. And that was a natural
Oh.
1 and a natural 5, so 9. So no, you would have been able to
Okay.
finally hold up your axe and just parry him away. But yeah, it was pretty mad. Okay, so yeah, you guys have about like 1 minute to just like regroup if there's anything you want to do before the other ships arrive.
As we're flying
Now I
back,
know what
Jasper
Rand's plan is.
will just reach behind him and pat him on the shoulder and go, "Thanks for your help. I really appreciate it." With a
Shaz is
level
just
3
kind of
cure
holding on
wounds.
to one of the reins and just letting
Yeah.
it pull him like through the air as he's just like, oh, as you have just these big
This is
gash
worse
marks
than
in
the
your armor.
manticore.
I'm never
This is
flying on
legitimately
anything
worse than
again.
the manticore.
Oof, yeah, a giant
so-
parrot is, yeah, it does quite a bit of damage just because of its size, so oof. Okay, so you guys land on deck, you heal him for, did you already tell him how much you healed him for?
Yeah, it's 11, 15, 19 points of healing.
I'll take it.
Alright, sounds good.
Level 3 cure wounds.
As you guys are getting ready and everything, they're waiting for the ships to get a little bit closer to launch you, Bran. And so you're just like sitting in the catapult, happily getting ready for your next time, just kind of catching your breath a little bit. And Bran, you look to your side, and sitting in the catapult with you, you see a small brown crab. And as soon
I
as
was
you,
hoping you would say the
as
captain
soon as
was
you,
there.
as soon as you look at it, nobody else has noticed it. You know, they're like just kicking bodies off the deck or whatever. And as you look at it,
Just very.
as you look at it, the crab says, "You fight good, warrior. I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot the other day, but I have to
Leg?
know what."
I actually corrected. I go leg
Huh?
Leg?
instead of wrong foot, wrong
Oh.
leg.
Touche. It says, but I have to ask, what is it you fight for? Why do you fight these pirates this way instead of just fleeing or letting them be in this blockade? I need to know.
Why do I stand and fight instead of run away and let them have their way with me?
These pirates, like specifically them, like what is it that you're fighting for in this battle?
Well, I've been asked to save or break the blockade that is affecting a kingdom of people. I can't imagine Branbrek having a peaceful conversation with this crab right now. Hold on, I have to think things through. Gosh, what do I say to a brown crab that's hunkering down in a catapult with me? What would Bran say?
I gotta draw
It's
this
not
at some point. I got
It's not
to.
a situation that I
I
would
feel like
imagine.
there's got to
Would
be
you
a
just
moment
kind of
of just
look at
stunned,
it?
just
would
like
you just kind of?
I don't think Bran would be stunned at this point. He's like in battle mode, and then he's like, it's kind of a for glory thing for him, I guess. I don't know what Bran would word. I had to think about this. Gosh,
Alright.
what would Bran say to this crab? Give me a minute.
Yeah,
All right, we'll give you
as
1
he's
minute.
staring in moment of stunned silence, Jasper lands the parrot on the deck, and he's like, "All right, Chaz, I got it. Thanks. Just stay away from the beak." And,
Yeah, it starts
he'll
snapping
yell
at crew
to the
members, and they're like, "Whoa, whoa!"
Yeah,
and
he's
like kind of backing
pulling
off.
it back.
Another animal.
Jasper's yelling at the crew. He's like, I need incendiaries. I've only got one alchemical fire. Do we have any more incendiaries of any sort? And I think it's time for some dropping some payloads.
We've got some oil and we've got some tar. Not sure if either of those. I guess tar's not really gonna do much, but we've got some casks of oil.
Does it look like? Yeah, that'd probably be too heavy for this thing. Casks of oil.
Well,
Do we have any
they're
more
like
of that
they're like
explodey,
little
boomy
they're
stuff?
jugs basically, like jugs of
Jugs?
oil about
Oh,
that
okay.
big. So
So I could take a.
yeah, not cask. I don't know why I said cask.
Okay.
We have
if I could
eggs.
get. Yeah, if I could get a little bandolier or saddlebag over the
30%
over the
of the
saddle.
ship is made
You
of
need a
explosive
sack?
material.
I
Yeah.
have a
Okay, yeah.
sack.
Over
Oh,
the
it's
next.
true. I forgot. I've got a bag of holding. Yeah. Anyway,
Putting a bunch of black powder inside of a bag of holding and lighting it on fire may be an interesting area of action.
yeah.
Smoke just starts coming out of it, and you're like...
You open it up and it's just a blowtorch.
Ooh,
Here's
that'd
my
be...
dragon's breath. Oh, that would be a fun, like, trickster thing, trying to pretend to be a dragon. Anyways.
That would be
I'm
pretty
going to order.
Alright, so you can do that
water
for your
element-
next minute. And what did you say, Shaz?
Sorry, I'm
Okay.
gonna order. I'm gonna order the water elemental. Sorry for but to dive down, submarine over to the other ship, and then just start punching the bottom of it.
Okay,
Nice.
sweet.
Nice.
Sounds good. It crests over the side and heads over. So yeah, for the next minute, Jasper, you're loading up on oil jugs. And Bran, what do you say to this crab? Nobody else sees it. Everyone else is
I was
busy doing
asked,
other things. It's just
what do
you
I
and the
fight
crab.
for, or why?
Yeah, it's just like I just it says you fight good warrior. I'm sorry we got off on the wrong leg the other day, but I have to know what is this fight for? Like why do you fight these men? What makes these pirates different from you? Are these
To be
men different
fair,
from you? Doesn't really call them pirates.
Yeah. To be fair, there's not too much difference, but the people that they affect. The island and they've interrupted somebody else's agreement, which is why I've agreed to either talk it out with them, which they've refused already, in which case we've been left with the recourse of, well, you didn't want to play nice, so now we're not. So now we're gonna not play nice. So I guess in a way it's kind of an honor, glory thing. Like, for example, I don't know how I can get this all out in the 6 seconds of conversation. That
It's a
was-
minute or
time.
so. They're waiting for him to get in range. So yeah, you've got enough time to say this.
I'll be like, if someone broke up, if someone interceded themselves between me and an allied nation or a friend, and made it so I could not talk to that friend, I would stop them from doing so, or ask somebody else, like some law-abiding citizen, to intercede and make it so that I can have my commerce again. Does that make sense?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Kind of wanted to take all of these pirate ships on by ourselves, though. I'm joking.
I think they go us down eventually.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use my inspiration. Does that mean I can use 3?
Sure, go ahead. This would be a good time to do that. Sure, go ahead. Triple
Did
advantage.
really well.
Screw the rules. We'll do triple advantage this one time.
You know, there is a feat in the book that allows triple advantage, right?
Elven accuracy, yeah.
Yeah, and luck, sort of.
Yeah,
and
so
luck.
if I was Elven, had inspiration with luck as a feat, then
There you
maybe.
go.
Yeah, in
I'd,
this
you know,
case, it
six-tuple
fits really
advantage.
well, because that's exactly what it was hoping to hear, and that fits really well with you as a character for the inspiration bonus, so go ahead. Just go ahead and roll.
22. I rolled a 5, a 4, and then a 16.
Okay. The crab crawls, like, are you just, like, sitting in, like, what's the cup part of the catapult
I
called?
imagine.
Basket, the
Basket,
basket,
yeah.
the pocket,
Are you just, like,
the chair back there.
are you just kind of sitting in the basket, or are you, like,
Yeah,
crouched
yeah.
down?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
Blades, I might as well use them.
So it crawls down to the base of your feet, just right in front of you, and just kind of clamps onto your feet, and it's like, that is a cause that I would fight for. And then Dacron comes over, and he's like, all right, they're in range. You ready, buddy?
Yeah, and I'm like, by the way, this crab knows excitement. I'm
Crab?
so curious why you tried to spy on. Oh!
What crab? And then suddenly the crew member's like, okay, they're in range, fire! You guys watch Bran shoot into the
What
air.
crab?
And then suddenly there's this burst of energy, and these wings just go, and suddenly,
Oh,
Bran, you are riding
nice.
a giant bronze dragon.
Oh, I stabbed a dragon.
Jeez.
And yeah, you just are seeing the and yeah, you just are seeing the crab hold on to your foot, and then suddenly it's just like, and then suddenly you're on a bronze dragon's back as it just soars towards the ships. And
I'm gonna start telling it every pun I know.
okay, we got time. Let's go ahead and keep this going, I guess.
We're going long.
All right. Do you want to roll initiative again, or should we just keep it in the same order for simplicity? Up to you
Yeah,
guys.
it's fine.
Let's roll again. Why not? Go ahead and roll again, just to try to switch things up, I guess.
This will be a lesson learned
13.
for Bran to maybe fix his PTSD, man. That maybe there's some trustworthy spies.
As the dragon erupts under you, it says in a feminine voice, it says, "My name is Beveronth the Sea Warden, and I've been looking for a just cause to fight for." And, Kate, alright, there's that.
How do you spell the name?
I'll write it in the,
Okay.
I'll do it in NPC art. And what the heck, I'll just post a picture of an actual bronze dragon.
I feel like Bran's been put into predicament for attacking a dragon.
It seems to believe you that you fight for a just cause. So for now, you're forgiven.
Doesn't change Bran's thing.
Okay, so what are all of your initiatives?
I did a lot better this time. I got a total of 8.
Okay.
That's up
13.
1. That's up 1 from last round. So
Okay.
it makes sense. He's having to wrangle the parrot a little bit. So.
Yeah. All right, Shaz.
Stabbed a dragon. Oh gosh.
Yeah, 13.
13. Okay. And
This wasn't an ancient dragon, was it?
it looks about as
Definitely.
big as the other dragons that you've met so far.
Okay, so an adult or young.
It looks
dragon.
like it's an
That
adult.
definitely
yeah.
explains Austin's face when when Dustin said, "I stabbed the crab," and Dustin's like,
Did any of you suspect that it was a dragon?
"I did not suspect it was a dragon."
Yeah,
at
I didn't
all.
think so.
I
Because
was thinking-
it can talk in its polymorphed form. It has all its hit points
Right,
in
right.
its polymorphed form. So all 212
thinking
hit
some
points.
type
You just
druid.
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
I
ding,
was
ding.
thinking, sea hag, witch, any number of other things that would have reason to spy.
Yeah,
Bronze dragon.
bronze dragon.
Yep.
That's fun.
Lowest
okay.
on my list of
They are
suspects.
tricky and they like fun.
They like.
Well, I hope it liked
battle.
being stabbed.
And
Maybe it's
so
a masochist.
Maybe it was kind
Maybe
of
it's a masochistic dragon.
it was kind of impressed by your ferocity. They bronze dragons love warfare
Passion.
and they're fascinated by
Oh.
it. So they're eagerly joining
Okay.
armies fighting for a just cause.
Not afraid to fight it and prove my worth.
And Bran, what is your initiative?
Oh, right. I probably should have rolled that. I kind of forgot. Kind of shell-shocked by the dragon.
I can
8.
just see Bran doing that. Just
You're
like,
a what?
8 as well. Wow, there's a lot of 8s going on here. I imagine that you're faster than Jasper, though, so put you there.
Even if Bran isn't showing it right now, there's some small part of his mind that's just a screamo rock concert right now that's going on. Just "Ah!"
What? All right, and
Money
okay,
on the sky.
okay. So, top of the round. Yeah, nothing happens at the top of the round until we get to Shaz. So, Bill actually goes up to you guys and he's like, "So what are we doing? Are we now that looks like we have a dragon on our side? Are we like going for the blockade? Are we trying to go through? It looks like it'll point the way for us.
I think
and
now's a
hopefully
good time
scare
to
'em
try and
off."
I
punch
think
through.
his question is more of where did Bran pull out that dragon from?
Now's a good time to try and punch through, I'd say.
Well, the water
Gosh,
elementals.
Right, on
are
your
fast
order,
right
Captain.
About Bran.
now.
Argus' stories about Bran have got to be insane at this point.
People are going to be like,
This does
no,
not help."
even you, Argus, that can't be true. And he's like, it's actually getting harder to elaborate on these.
Fib it.
And, yeah, it's harder. It's getting harder
Don't need to
to.
embellish so much.
Yeah, embellish. That was the word I was
Yeah,
thinking.
it's harder to embellish it.
Okay, and so he's just like, on your mark, Captain, and then Captain Henry's just like, and they're like, aye, Captain. And they go to the he goes to the wheel and starts turning it, and they start rotating the ship and lowering the sails to start meeting him head on. So they'll start doing that.
The best NPCs are the ones that you can't understand.
Shaz, how beat up were you back there?
They're
How you looking?
200
Well, the
feet
parrot
away at
did
this point.
roughly
Most of his health.
I mean, what's your health?
My current health is.
Yeah, I can do a medicine check, I guess, if you want to, you know.
It's below
I don't-
40.
What's your total, like 80 or something?
It's my total's 85, and it's below 40 right now.
Ooh, okay.
The bird
Well, in that
flies.
case, I'm gonna
That bird.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
slap.
he's got a big gash across his armor
yeah.
that's still kind of oozing. It's gonna need mended
Oh, I
later.
feel so bad about that. During that minute while they're bringing him oil and stuff, I give you 2 healing potions, and I'll probably burn 2 cure wounds acorns that I just made. 1, 2.
That's what they're for.
Yep. 1, 2, and yeah, 1, 2. All right. So, sorry. Let's get that healing too real quick. 2, 4, 6.
Hargus just like I'm like, thanks, Hargus, and just
No problem,
puts his
laddie.
hand back down.
So give yourself 11.
I miss Hargus.
I know.
I know. Hopefully he'll be back fairly soon. I'm not going to be here next week, and so whatever you guys do next week, hopefully the week after that we'll all be back together. I hope.
Okay, so you just gave yourself 11 and give yourself another 18.
That's actually pretty good. I'll take the.
Okay.
And you gave me 2 healing potions.
Yeah, so I just rolled those for you. That was the 11, and then I gave you 2. And then I gave you 2 more cure wounds, which was the 18.
The crew members managed to
So you gave me the
restore
potions, like I have them in my
16
hand, or
Yeah, I assume you drank them during that time, so that's how you got
okay.
the 11 points of healing.
sorry, I interrupted you.
and then
Go
did
ahead.
you hit him in the head with the acorn? Did you just go and then it dissolved or
Basically,
something?
yeah.
Ow!
Does it
Actually,
crack open?
I figure you actually eat the acorn, so
Oh, okay, that's fine too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Either way works.
I tell you, you have to eat these.
Yeah, you kind of
Is it-
tap it, it
no.
starts glowing, and then you eat it. And
Yeah.
Because the truth is, as long as the acorn breaks, the magic is expended. So
Yeah.
whether you bite it or you break it on your head, it works.
Yeah. Yep. But Jasper's really focused on things being eaten. So.
Yeah, that's true. He's a lover of
Yeah,
good,
food is an important
healthy
thing to him.
vegetables and nuts. Okay,
Yeah,
the
I guess,
crew manages to restore 16 hit points to the ship, kind of board stuff up,
Pretty good.
but that's as much as they can do right now. The rest is going to have to be repaired at port. So, okay, what were you saying?
So this is my turn. Like, is this light initiative, or
Yeah,
how
well,
far am I from the boats?
so the boats are only about 200 feet away at this point, and so.
Okay,
Um,
200.
Yep, and moving towards you guys. And, I need to roll to see what direction the wind's blowing to. Okay, it's actually blowing against you guys, and so you're actually kind of going a little slower, and they're gaining on you guys pretty fast.
Okay. Jasper's going to engage the first parrot rider that comes within range. He'll stay about 60 feet in front of the boat.
Okay, in front of the Dignity?
In front of the Dignity, yep.
Got it. So you're at the 60-foot mark. Okay.
I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna like wait until those ships get closer, and I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna like perceive where my water elemental is just beating into their hull.
Okay, make a perception check. See if you can see which one's, like, maybe rocking or something.
Sorry, what?
Just make a perception check to just see if you can
10.
see 10. Kind of hard to tell at this point. However, go ahead and make a attack. Make your attacks for the water golem.
That's like a
Oh, let's get the
that's
battle
like
music.
22 and a 26.
22 and a 26. Okay, those both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
10 plus. That's 19.
Okay, 19.
No, 19.
19 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, noted.
Well, 19 after 2 attacks.
Got it. Okay, noted. Yeah, you can't quite tell which one seems to be rocking. They're just kind of speeding towards you with the wind full in their sails. Okay, that is Shaz and the
How many
Golem's
ships are
turn.
there?
There are just 2 that are coming towards you.
Shaz
The
and
rest
the
of the
Golem.
barricade is kind of
van.
waiting to see what's happening. But yeah, two ships and 2 parrot riders are flying towards you. And now it is Brand's turn.
I'm actually gonna start flying closer to the water. Oh wait, that took my action to perceive, didn't it?
Yeah, but you can still move.
I will start flying close to the water. I'm just gonna very subtly try and get closer to their ships.
Okay, so you're kind of going low. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, Bran, you are on a mount that is controlling itself, and so you don't control your movement on this thing. We'll say that you are. Let's see, what's a speed of a swallow? I'm just kidding. Fly-
Does Bran count as a coconut in this situation?
Okay, it flies 80 feet, and so
Nice reference,
with the movement of with the catapult jump plus the movement of the dragon, we'll say that you're 80 feet away from the ships. So the next turn, the dragon can engage with the ships. So Beveranth says, "What's your plan, warrior?"
The best plan. Head on into glory.
How should we proceed?
My plan. I'll just say this to him because I don't know how to iterate it as a dwarven voice.
That's fine.
The
Right?
idea is that she will drop me off at one ship, go and attack another, and then when she sees the explosion, come back to pick me up.
Okay. Sounds good. She will do
I'll
that.
take one ship, you take the other. Just come and get me after I break the one. I'm not as good in the water.
All right, sounds good. Okay, and what do you do for your turn? Do you want to hold an action of some kind?
I will hold a dash action, I guess,
Okay.
to get below decks to light it on fire again and escape.
All right, sounds good. And with your cunning action, I'll say, yeah, like you can just sort of wait, and then once you're on board, do that.
Okay.
Although you aren't invisible yet. Did you want to turn invisible again, or?
I could turn invisible again right now, I guess. The dragon can see me either way because of true sight, so...
It doesn't have true sight.
A dragon doesn't have true sight?
No.
This isn't a dragon, it's a spy! I'm joking.
It has blind sight.
Right, so it probably couldn't find me if I turn invisible again, so I won't worry about turning invisible then.
All right, sounds good. All right, so you
have
just
to
get ready to
rely
run.
on... Yeah, I'll just have to rely on my disengage and dash actions.
Okay, sounds good.
And swashbuckling ability.
Okay, so that's your turn. You just get ready to go. Jasper, you're up.
My ability to survive explosions. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Oh yeah, just walk away. What are those other 2 parrot riders doing? Are they getting close, or what's their relation to the ship and such?
They're flying about 60 feet in front of their ships, actually.
Okay. So distance to them, are they within 120 feet? or is one of them coming ahead?
Yes, they are about 60 feet away from you.
And there's two of them?
Yeah. Depending on your height, they're about 60 feet away.
They're real low on slots, but no, I'm just gonna pop one with a guiding bolt then, because I'm running low. Another rider, I'll just pop him the closest one with a guiding bolt.
Okay, are you gonna aim at the just not really caring where you aim, or are you gonna aim towards the rider or the parrot?
I'll target the rider. Yeah.
Okay. These parrots, one of them is a green, like a big green macaw, and then the other one is that really cool like gold and cyan kind of parrot. If you've seen that before.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the golden blue one and a green one, and you're on the red and blue.
Okay, I'll go for gold. So here we go, guiding bolt, going for gold. Natural 20.
Oh.
That was on Grog's die. Thank you, Grog.
I was gonna say, if you're trying to attack the rider specifically, I'm gonna give him half cover, just a little harder to hit. But natural 20 doesn't matter, so
that'll do it. It's the little beer stein for Grog, which is hilarious.
Nice.
Love to see that little beer stein come up. All right, there it is. 10, 15, 24, but set one to max. So 24 plus 3, 27 points of damage.
That's exactly how many hit points he has. So again, you're
Jasper looks at the lightning lance.
And there's this explosion, and you see like this after image in your eyes of this body just going like this into the light, and then there's just nothing there. You just see like just sparkles left behind, and that parrot immediately just like goes into a dive and just kind of starts flying away. Just evaporated with radiant energy. Okay, that one's gone.
Fly free, little bird. Fly free.
And it does. It just flies away into the I guess it wouldn't be the sunset, would it? Okay, so I guess it would be the sunset, right? West?
It could choose, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true. Who cares? It's foggy anyway. There's no way to see the sunset. It's overcast. Okay, anyway, but yeah, so that's your turn. Do you move forward your 60 feet, or are you just kind of staying with the...
No.
Kind of going with the ship?
He's gonna fly back closer to the ship to keep some range from the other ships. So the other ships are what, 120 feet away?
Yes.
Roughly? Okay.
Well, they're 200 feet away from the Dignity, so...
200 feet from the Dignity. Okay, no, he'll just stay where he is, maintain distance with the Dignity then.
Sounds good. So 60 feet in front of it?
Is Jasper jealous that he's not riding a dragon at the moment?
I mean, a little, yeah. Yeah, I mean, dragons are pretty great, but, you know...
You've ridden one before, and Bran didn't get a chance to, right?
So fly off again, and he's like, oh no. And then...
I just got a parrot. He's got to upgrade to it. All right, it's cool. It's all right.
Yeah, you're like, we got to ride a silver dragon, so I guess it's his turn.
Wins.
Now we've all gotten to
all have cool mounts. We all have cool mounts. That's great.
Except Dacron. He hasn't had one yet. Okay, let's see
He's
here.
Gonna get a cockatrice.
Okay, let's see. That's Jasper. Okay, it's Beveronth's turn. So this massive dragon just soars down.
Hey.
It's going to let's see. So 80 feet. Yeah, so that's enough room for it to just kind of... It does a barrel roll gently enough to drop you onto that ship. Make a let's see. It's flying. Let's see. If the arc is... Let me see here. If the arc of
you know what I've been using as a rule of thumb for quick math on tangents and hypotenuses.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing the baseline, distance from along the bottom, just that distance plus half the height is the hypotenuse, and it's not correct for everything, but is a real quick and dirty. base plus half the height is a pretty good.
Yeah, I was thinking
hypotenuse.
if the mangonel did like an arc like that, it would probably be just a radius. And so if it was 200 feet, then 100 feet down. So it dives down 80 feet. I've just got on Google, they have a hypotenuse calculator, and it's just really quick and fast, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that works too.
So if it was...
Google works too.
Yeah. So if it's moving 60 feet, or 80 feet, actually, and it was 100 feet down... Okay, so you will fall 60 feet, Bran.
Grog strong job, baby.
Nice. Is
Trust in
that
the grog.
is that kind of your plan? Like, is that what you want Beveranth to do, or do you want it to drop you like safely on board?
60 feet, that's a drop.
Bran?
Oh, is it me?
Sorry, do you want it to
well-
drop you 60 feet, or do you want it to like softly drop you down? It would incur some opportunity attacks if it swooped down like that, but
Maybe not full 60 feet. maybe 30
The
feet.
mast is 80 feet tall, right?
uh-huh.
Oh, there you
Can
go.
I do the classic ride down the sails thing?
Oh, into the
Okay.
sails.
Yeah, sure. So it kind of does a barrel roll and tosses you into the like netting and sails
I'm gonna do the whole like
Right
crossed arm
before
sprint,
it-
sprawl out.
right before it runs into the netting. It gets tangled, and so it moves over. So yeah, so that's fine. Make an acrobatics check.
Not bad. 15.
15. Okay, yeah. That's definitely enough. Yeah, you sprawl out, you land into the sails, which are full of wind, and it's just kind of like a giant air mattress where it's just like, poof. And then do you like pull out a dagger and slide down, or?
Yeah, I mean, I have daggers on me. So
Okay.
I'll even do like my acrobatics probably isn't enough for me to do anything snazzy, so it's just onto it and then down.
Okay, so yeah, you
Otherwise, I'd be doing backflips while I was going down on it.
okay, so yeah, you slide down,
Straightforward.
do a little bit of damage to the sails. We'll say, yeah, 5 points of damage to the sails, and
Dagger does
stop
1d4,
enough
so
there,
that's
and
reasonable.
yeah, and you just kind of stop there, getting ready to do. I guess you can use your reaction to do your held action. Do you want to like use your movement to jump off and start climbing ropes or anything, or?
Yeah, if I could do like a whole monkeying around, like jumping from one rigging to the next and just get down below deck with a prepared dash action?
Yeah, sure. We'll say that that's your action. Is like you slide down the sail to cushion your fall, and then when you stop enough, you jump, grab a rope, and land on the deck. And 12 pirates look at you and hold out their swords at you. And then that gives Beveranth with its dash action. It gets pretty close to the other ship.
So that was my held action. So
Yes.
it's not quite my turn yet.
Correct.
So hopefully I go before these pirates.
So the parrot riders.
No, they're going to be expending my last spell slot to turn invisible again.
The parrot riders
Rider?
are going to.
Rider?
Yeah, sorry, rider. Yep, you're right. That one just flies away. The
That
green
was a
one.
hopeful.
The green one is going to swoop past you.
I was going to say, avoid the other one who incinerates people.
It's going to swoop past you, Jasper, and it's going to lob something of its own that looks very similar to your oil jugs onto the dignity. So it's a ranged attack roll.
Oh, no.
Jasper's jugs.
And he does hit, and so you see him. It's basically like a Molotov cocktail. Like you see him, this half orc with like a straight up eye patch and everything just on it, just like give you like a dirty look as he flies past you. Just kind of the driving scowl, pulls it out, lights it, and he just lobs it down on the dignity, and you just see it go, and the dignity is on fire now.
Oh, man.
And that is its turn, and right now it is the captain's turn. This captain runs up to you, Bran, and this captain, this is a Duergar. You see a Duergar captain, the pale gray skin, the ratty white hair, and pale white eyes, and he holds up a sword with one hand and a hook with the other one, like just as cliche as it gets. Like these pirates have everything that you've heard in the tales, and he's gonna rush
Everything
up
you've ever wanted.
and make 2.
So, Pretty Beard was the first one.
Yep, this one is Gloomhook, Captain Gloomhook, and they're just like, yeah, get him, Captain Gloomhook. And
I should just ready action, or I should just bonus action, steady aim, stab him with the shadow blade. Just end him.
He goes up with, and he attacks twice with his scimitar and then once with his hook. So that is 10 and a 19.
19 with
and an 8 with his hook. So just one hit with his cutlass. Okay. So that is...
I already used my reaction, so I can't uncanny dodge it.
All right, you take 6 points of slashing damage. You didn't. Oh yeah, you did use your reaction. You're right. And that's his turn. And now it is the pirate's turn. The pirates quickly surround you. As this time you're in the middle of the deck, and so 8 of them can attack you. What's your armor
With
class
the
again?
pirate?
Or sorry, yeah, no.
8 of them can attack
sorry.
me with the pirate?
No, 6 of them. Especially, yeah, there's not enough room with like barrels and stuff. So yeah, we'll say 6 of them attack you. What's your AC again?
16.
16, got it. 2 of them hit, so you take 10 points of slashing damage as, again, you find yourself in the middle of these pirates, parrying them, swashbuckling with all of them, but a couple of them manage to scratch you with their swords. Now it is Shaz's turn again.
I wonder if they're more
ship any
intimidated that
closer?
one dwarf seems to be parrying 7 of them.
They are a little surprised, but their captain's nearby, so they're not too worried.
Should just take out the captain and call it a day.
With
I am
the captain
the
now.
captain.
Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me.
I'm the captain now.
I am the
60
captain.
feet of flying movement, can I get to the ship that my rogue friend is on?
It is... oh, shoot. I forgot to take the ship's turns. Okay, sorry. They move 60 feet ahead, so now the ships are at the 100... They're 120 feet away. And then the Dignity moves only 15 feet because it's going against the wind. So the ships are now 105 feet away. So yeah, you can dash with your flying speed up to the...
Well, I moved 60 feet closer already, so...
oh, yeah. Yep, so with 60 feet, you can zoom down to one of the ships. Yeah, he's on the... your rogue friend is on the right, and the dragon is zooming over to the one on the left.
Can I get to my rogue friend to aid him?
Not quite. You make it to the deck, and he's kind of in the middle, surrounded by pirates.
That's okay. I'll go.
Used a
I just
ranged
kinda-
attack. Use one of their crewmen as a weapon.
A couple
Probably
other
running
crewmates,
close by
though,
enough.
are distracted by you, and they're going to attack you instead of him. So you are still aiding
Okay,
him by just being there. So if you dash, you can rush up and like go right in the middle of them and like help him out. But
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Attacking
dash
from
and-
behind
I'm
is
just gonna
always a
dash
good-
and assist.
okay, so you start parrying them, Bran, and then suddenly you see Shaz just land right next to you and start parrying with his axe as well, getting ready to help you out there. Okay, that's Shaz's turn, unless you have a bonus
inside
action.
of my circle, or is he flanking something like the pirate captain?
I'm just covering your back.
I'll just say he kind of lands in the middle. They like clear away or whatever, and yeah, you're just kind of fighting back to back. So, kind of increases the size of the circle a little bit. Okay, that is Shaz's turn, and Bran, it's your turn.
Is it because it's hard without a visual map or anything that way. Is it possible for me to disengage and get below deck right now? Between disengage action and dash action.
Why is it every time I come to help you, you leave?
I'll say that you can
That's
disengage as an action, and then as a bonus action, try to like weave in between them and break the line and get past them. Whatever
Can you
that.
jump
whatever
on
that
me and
move's
then
called,
jump over them?
that we've done a few times.
Oh,
you're
the
behind him.
little acrobatics.
Yeah, like a
thing.
tumble. I think that's the word I was. Yeah, tumble. So you can use an acrobatics check to tumble past them.
Would that be disengage then, or is that a
The
separate
disengage
action?
would be separate.
Okay, so I could disengage and tumble.
As your two
Or-
actions, and then move past down to the your full movement after that.
All right. How healthy does my orc friend look?
I can take some hits.
He looks
Because
better.
I think I've taken less damage than him. This
He's
entire
taken
fight.
some damage, but
You've
some of his
literally
wounds are healed,
thrown-
so magically.
I've been hurt more by a parrot than you have been shot out of a catapult. Twice.
I haven't been hurt at all from the
The wi-
catapult.
A wicked parrot, man.
I was,
Jasper's got himself
I'll
a
be,
beast down.
I'll be honest. I was looking forward to rolling the 12d6 damage from. Oh,
catapult?
yeah, but slow fall. Oh well.
Would it really be a bounce, or would he just go right through it?
That's true. Would you just?
Or actually, it's not.
Well, I was hoping that,
I think it would
like,
just be
even
a
if I
big
rolled the
blood
damage,
pile,
I would
honestly.
just uncanny dodge with it and half the damage if it was really bad.
I don't think it counts as an attack.
Yeah, uncanny dodge is only for. But I would allow you to do
Unfortunately,
your.
so far, Brand's actions have been encouraged by the situation that has conspired to help him.
I can
Story of Brand's
handle.
life.
I can handle a few hits if you make a break
Story of
for it.
Brand's
That's
life,
why I'm
ain't
here.
that true?
So yeah, Shaz looks like he's fine.
You're gonna love it when Branbrek, the real Branbrek, is just like a tea-loving, like pacifist, and Ivan's the one that's freaking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So-
What are you doing, Bran?
Yeah, I think I'll do that. So if I roll the acrobatics, so acrobatics to get past.
Also, Bran, I'll say that
if I
Hargus
just
gave
run
you
through, how many
inspiration.
attacks?
So I'll say you also have
How many
inspiration from Hargus.
Okay, how many attacks will they get if I just acrobatics through? Is it only 3?
Yeah, let's see. 3 of them. It depends on. We'll say that the captain is in your way, and so yeah, 3 of the normal pirates will get an opportunity attack.
Tempted to just risk that.
Up to
Since I
you.
can still uncanny dodge as a reaction and then dash below deck. Do I remember how long it took me to get to below deck?
It takes you about 30 feet of movement to get below deck.
Okay.
Takes you about 30 feet of movement to get to either the forecastle or the quarter deck, or down 1 floor. That's about how much it takes. So
Okay.
without splitting
This will be
hairs.
a bit. This will be a bit interesting then, because maybe I should just turn invisible again. Nah, I'll risk it this time. I don't know how many more ships I have to do this on, so
All right.
I will acrobatics past them, disengage, and then go 30 down into the deck hold.
Okay. So you make it basically to the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, 3
Yep.
or
And as I leave Shaz by himself again, I'm like, "Thanks for the distraction, laddie."
okay. Make your
I'll just keep going.
acrobatics check to see if you can get past.
22.
Oh, that's probably gonna succeed. Ooh,
I
they
mean,
did
I can
roll
roll
a.
the bardic inspiration on top of it.
They did roll a. Oh my gosh, 2 of them both rolled 20s, but that's enough to get past them. So they are really quick, savvy pirates and everything. But their swords go, and you roll in between them, and just dash below deck, and they're just like, "Where's he going?"
With the odd grace of an elf, this dwarf runs past them.
Yeah, you're the most graceful elf they've seen. Okay, now it's the other pirate's
dwarf.
turn. A couple. Well, you can't be reached, Shaz. So they're just gonna pull out hand crossbows and fire on you.
Oh no.
pull out a bolt that I was shot by earlier.
One of them manages to hit you, and you take 6 points of damage as a crossbow bolt.
Not bad.
Right into your meaty half-orc arm. Okay, and that's their turn. Jasper, you're up.
All right, well, we can't have this fella dropping any more bombs on our ship, so he's going
Dropping
to...
bombs on them. Dropping
I know,
bombs on
I know. Quite inappropriate. He is going to fire off a... Let's go for a firebolt at our second parrot rider friend.
Sorry,
So-
did you want me to roll for the water elemental again?
No. You'll find out later that Tritons under the ship found it
Aw.
and managed to break the golem heart. So
Bloody Tritons.
I don't
Oh,
think
here
it
we
could
go.
hit hard enough to break the hull either. It had a pretty high damage threshold. So, well, go ahead and roll
But
one more time. We'll say it got one more hit and then they broke the golem heart. Maybe it'll crit.
Yeah, it was like 15. I
Okay,
don't
that's a
think it's gonna break
glancing
through.
blow, and then halved. It probably wouldn't meet the damage threshold. So, it had a good run though.
had a good
Okay, so what was your firebolt?
Firebolt, and then he'll quicken a guiding bolt as a bonus action after that. So Firebolt first. 18 plus 9.
And are
that'll
you
hit.
aiming at just the rider again?
Just the rider, yes.
Okay. So 18, you
So that's
said?
18 plus 9. 18 plus 9, so 20.
Yeah, that definitely
8 to
hits
hit.
with the firebolt.
All right. So only 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Does Bardic Inspiration work? I can use it after the roll, but
But before
Before
I
I know
tell
whether
you
it
that it
hits.
hits. Mm-hmm.
trying to. I've rolled so many natural 20s, I don't know what the bottom part of their threshold is. I'm wondering if a 19 will hit, but I guess for my Clockwork Amulet, but I just don't know with that extra cover. So I'm just gonna roll again for the guiding bolt now. So it was what did I say, 5 points of fire damage, and
Yeah.
now the guiding bolt. Let's get another nat 20. Come on. No, not a nat 20. Only an 18. So I am going to use the Bardic Inspiration because I'm worried about that cover. 24 plus 6 on the Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. He's not wearing armor, so it was pretty easy to hit him.
Oh. Okay.
And I'll say at this point you realize that he's close enough now that you're like, okay, he's got about an AC of 12. 14 if you're trying to hit him.
An armor doesn't cover much.
Well, a little
The
over.
parrot is a little
Yeah.
bit more dexterous and big, but
Yeah.
the
Well,
guy
no one
himself.
wants to hurt those parrots. Those parrots are lovely. Oh, good
What's
roll
on
though.
you?
Okay.
Uh,
What was the damage on?
Another
Guiding bolt?
18 points of radiant.
Oh gosh. Okay, so that one, the firebolt just hits him. One of his oil casks catches on fire. He's just like, oh, and throws it off and stuff. And then the guiding bolt's just like, oh, and you see his skin is just like bleached white from the radiant damage for a moment. He's just like, oh, and he's
tip
he
my
pulls out a short sword, getting ready to charge towards you. He's
how
he's
far
very
away
wounded
from
at
me
this
is he?
point. He
How far away is he from me?
Let's see if he dropped it. Well, he would thrown it.
I was
so
60
he's-
foot from my ship.
Yeah, he's 20
I don't
feet
know.
away from you.
Oh gosh! All right, I'm gonna steer my parrot up above him, and I'm gonna have my parrot attack him.
If the parrot can, I'll say make an animal handling check. See
Okay.
if you're working as a unit beyond just a
Yep.
mount at this point.
15.
Okay, not
I'm
quite.
not
Like you're just like, get him, Polly.
Okay.
And right now it's still trying to focus on getting a having a new rider and
I
everything.
used my Bardic Inspiration.
I'll let you re-roll the Bardic Inspiration because that was so much higher.
This
than
is such
12.
overkill.
Yeah, and I didn't really explain that he wasn't wearing any armor, so go ahead and roll that
Okay.
instead.
Well, 7 on the Bardic Inspiration, so a 22.
Okay, that's
Animal
enough.
handling.
So yeah, you you're just like, come on, and you manage to convince it to attack. So go ahead and
throw some of the sunflower seeds on the other rider's head so that he.
There you go, and it goes and it flies up and tries to attack him with its beak attack. Natural one, unfortunately. It expertly pecks the seeds off of him without hurting him, and you're just like, no, attack him, and then it is gonna make a talon attack. Not great either. That's a 9. So
where were
doesn't
those
work.
hits against me?
This is the same parrot too. Okay, Beveronth's turn. You guys hear a thunderclap, and as Beveronth flies over this other ship, and a lightning bolt just blasts out of its mouth into the ship. It deals, well, I guess fair enough. We have to make a dex save for the sailing ship. -2. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. And so it deals... so the ship takes 69 points of lightning damage as a lightning bolt just... And all the pirates on board are just like, dragon!
One of them jumps off.
Yeah, a couple of them jump overboard because they're just like, nope. And that's its turn, and yeah, it's just gonna keep flying over it that way.
I'm hoping it was a sea dragon, because then it would be catapulting a giant tortoise at them.
And that's Beveronth's turn. So that ship
That'd be
takes
a clever use of
69
polymorph
points
spell.
of damage. Yeah, it would.
Polymorph it into a small creature. When it hits with 1 point of damage, all of a sudden it collapses into the ship as this giant behemoth.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that took a big chunk out of that ship. Okay, and now it's the parrot rider's turn. So yeah, he's going to
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
so he's going to pull out his short sword and make 2 attacks with it. First one is 19 to hit.
I
Second one is
will,
19 to hit.
or Jasper will once again expend a shield spell, Ring of Spell Storing.
All right, so that green flash appears and he hits twice, just 2 attacks that make it miss, and his parrot is going to attack your parrot.
No.
So beak attack. Ooh, natural 19 with the beak, and
No, Polly.
11
Sweet
with
Polly.
the talons, which still hits. Oh no. So,
Oh no!
yeah,
I thought
2
they
hits
had
there.
higher armor than the
No,
riders.
they only
I
have
thought-
10 armor class.
Oh no!
They're pretty big and easy to hit. Okay, let's see. So that is a 8 points of damage with the beak, and 7 points of damage
I'll start
with
tracking.
the.
Ooh, 15 total. I'll start tracking my bird's health here. So 15.
Okay, it has 22 hit points.
Ooh,
So
he's
mark
looking
down the
bad.
15. Yeah, so it screams and just as blood starts staining its feathers. Crap, I'm out of water.
You bastard! You
And,
dirty bastard!
And the parrot's starting to lose its nerve, so you're gonna probably need to use a animal handling on it sooner.
Animal
It's gonna
handling.
go crazy. Okay, so that is end of the round. So the ships move a little closer together, closer towards each other. 60 more feet on the ships, so now the ships are now 30 feet apart. So they're
Yikes!
kind of meeting under you as these enemy pirate ships are moving a lot faster than the Dignity is towards it. And they each make ballista attacks. Miss. That one's cocked. So, that one's a hit from the other pirate ship, and the Dignity hits as well. So we'll say it's attacking. we'll say that they aim the ballista at the one that the dragon's not incinerating with lightning. That makes sense. And so that one takes 18 points of damage. And the dignity, unfortunately, takes...
Oh dear.
Oh, that one didn't make it through the damage threshold, so one ballista just sticks in it.
Nice.
The other one does, barely, so it
Nice.
takes 16 points of damage as well. And Captain Yenri, I guess you would hear it because you're kind of hovering above it. He yells something, holds his blue blade into the air, and the figurehead of the dignity, that big dragon head, it suddenly animates and comes to life, moves its head over towards the one that Bran is on, opens its mouth, and a gout of flame just shoots out into the... and the whole dragon glows red as it does so, and just flames onto that one as well. I guess he just trusts you guys to make it off okay. And that deals...
He's very concerned for our well-being, I'm sure.
Well, you got the fire if you need it, Bran.
And that does 36 points of fire damage to that ship. So that's another... Okay. So yeah, it's starting to get pretty... It's on fire now, and is starting to take quite a bit of damage. Okay, the captain is going to attack you, Shaz. Hit, miss. So it hits you twice with
At least it wasn't the hook.
checks. Yeah, the hook misses. It keeps missing with the hook, but his scimitar seems to be a little bit better. So that's 4 and 8. So 12 points of slashing damage total. And then the pirates attack you.
Oh, jeez.
And 2 of them hits. You take 12 points of damage from slashes. And now it's your turn, Chaz.
Well, I need to distract them, so flying away, and I'll just get shot at, so... I go for the captain, and use my fighting spirit, one last use of it.
All right, go for it.
Okay, just mark that off. Oop. Hello? Oh, yeah. Okay, 2 attacks against the person. With advantage. Yeah, it's like a 24 to hit, and I make the second one a Great Weapon Master attack.
Okay.
With a 25 to hit.
Yep, his AC is 15 with his studded leather armor, so...
Okay. Like, oh, weird looking dwarf person!
Tries to parry it, but it's still not. Still way higher.
That'll be a total of 38 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you just slam into him with your axe a couple of times, and he's already bleeding a whole bunch. And he just looks down at the just grievous axe wound that you did, and he's just looks over at the dragon behind him, just incinerating the ships and stuff, and he's just like, "All right, look, we surrender, please. Just leave us alone, okay? Leave us be. We're done. I'm done with the black flag. Lower the black flag. We're done." And the crew is just like, oh.
Little does he know, he's talking to the wrong guy.
I know.
Well,
Little does he know that there's somebody with a mission that does not know.
well, since they're surrendering, I guess I'll hold my ground because I have no reason to leave.
Okay, Bran, you're up.
Key question: do I hear this?
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
You hear because you're at
Do
the
you
bottom
hear
of the
this, Branbrek?
stairs, and you hear the captain up there just going, "Look,
He's
we
just
surrender,
screaming.
all right? Screw the black flag. We're done here. Just leave us alone." What'll it be, Bran?
I'm gonna have to roll. I'm leaving it up to the dice.
well, does
So-
Shaz have any speech after that, or did Shaz get to respond to that at all?
If you want
Shaz
to,
is gonna be
Shaz.
like, Shaz is gonna be
Yeah,
like,
so he just-
redirect. Yeah, like what weapons do they have on this ship?
They all just have like cutlasses, rapiers,
Not
No
like
cannons.
ship weapons.
Oh, ship weapons. This one has a ballista. You can't really. You'd be able to look over the other one. The other
Question.
one has a ballista and a.
I just
mangonel,
yell at
just
them like,
the-
jump overboard, get out of here.
They're just like, but we want to keep our ship. Can you just leave us alone, please? We'll sail away, and you'll
Fine.
never hear from us again.
Sure if I trust them. But I know Bran's still here, so I can't
Yeah.
just leave Bran.
Yeah.
He
Like,
All right,
the
so now
captain.
Bran's turn.
The captain
I'm like-
drops
I'm like,
his
okay, Bran,
sword.
where
By
are
the
you?
way, he drops his sword
Okay,
at your
sure.
feet.
I'll
He's
just
like,
I'll
"I'm
just
sorry."
yell out like, Bran, where are you?
I'm only like 30 feet away.
Yeah, he's down.
Well, I know, but
the
you'll
stairs.
roll the deck
You
or
respond.
You took the wind out of my sails. I'm gonna come back up.
You do look
I
around,
hate it when
Bran.
they surrender.
You do look around, Bran, and there aren't any powder barrels in this ship. They just have a ballista. They don't have a
Oh,
cannon. So you look
no
down, and you're
cannon.
just like,
Double sad.
yeah. Oh well. At
Yeah,
least I
that's
wouldn't
the
have been able
only
to have
reason.
fun anyway.
If I saw no black powder, and my fun was dissipated.
Just hop on my back, I'll
Like-
fly out of here.
No, I'm gonna use my probably movement to go up. And I'm like, take me over to the other ship then, and then be off with you.
Yeah, just get them to fly by.
So you're riding Shaz then?
I'm telling them, no, I'm telling the pirates that have surrendered, take me to the next ship over. I will jump off, and then you can leave.
They're like, we're not getting close to that dragon. Are you insane?
Dragon's under my command.
All right, fine. Call off your
Did you
dragon, and
forget I
we'll
rode
drop
here
you off.
on it?
Let me restart so his videos back.
He'll be back in a second, I'm sure. He probably just bumped a cord or something. Hey,
Sorry,
Right,
no, that
clicked
was
on the X
I was
button
trying
by
to
mistake.
I was trying to get Dustin's video back on. Sometimes it just buffers. Anyway, so they're just like, all right, call your dragon off and we'll do it. And the captain limps up to the wheel and grabs it with his hook and just, starts moving over to the other ship.
This was my good arm.
They might have been able to take me down. But
I
it would
guess
have
I'm
been low
gonna be yelling to
chance
the dragon like,
and
the
large
ship
cost.
surrendered, on to the next.
But you would have taken the captain out, probably.
Beveranth kind of flaps over towards you, and she's like, "This one surrendered as well. Should I spare it?" And you see all the pirates like with weapons out of their hands, and they're just like, and a couple of them are like struggling with a white flag, like trying to get it up as fast as they can.
Like, collect the black flag, and I'll go and I'll grab the black flag from this ship.
Okay, so you hop
Next time
on
we'll get
you
the
hop
other
on Beveranth. She flies up to the top. You grab the black
Look
flag
at the
and
name
rip it
before you
off.
go.
Rip it off of the top of the
I
one.
didn't forget.
Beveranth rips off the black flag from the other ship with her mouth, and you guys start flying above, holding the black flags in the air, waving against them. And you see the other ships, all of them, the black flags just start lowering. And they all just start scattering the entire blockade, seeing this dragon, seeing smoke and flames from this other ship that was sunk, and this other one that's burning and on fire, and all the other pirates are just trying to put it out. The black flag has been disbanded.
Last thing to Bellabrand is, I'll say, hey, can we do a little flyby? I want to check the name of all these ships.
Okay, that's a perfect place to end, I think.
Okay, we'll call it good there.
Yeah, we went a little over, but that was worth it. Okay. Wow. Okay, that went better than I thought it would with so many different
That
moving
is
parts.
a good example
so,
of you don't have to just attack every turn.
Yeah, and I'm glad you did it. That was amazing.
There was a lot going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
we
was
can take
hilarious.
care of the combat.
Shaz
with
coughs up
the
a large feather. Oh.
Pulls it out of one of the giant slices that got healed over, healed over the cut. He's
It
like,
wasn't red when it went in.
You're like, yeah, I'm glad to fight, but I've had enough for one day, and you're just like, oh, okay. So yeah, you
Does
do
Jasper
this.
have to kill the other parrot rider that's in combat with him?
Yeah. Do you want to? I mean, he would probably see the other ships. Starting to surrender.
If he peels off during the surrender thing, Jasper won't kill him. Yeah, but if he
Stupid driver, surrender.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jasper will also heal his own parrot if that were necessary too. So.
Okay. Yeah. He was down to like 7 or something like that, right?
Yeah, I figured he'd be dead next round. One guiding bolt would take care of him. So
Yeah. So yeah, the other one, this other parrot rider is trying to look tough, but as he looks over and sees all the other ships just surrendering, and he sees the dragon, just this look of just utter defeat is on his face, and he just kind of averts your gaze as he just tries to disengage his parrot and just like start flying back. Yeah. And you just hear the sounds of cheering from below on the Dignity as the crew is just cheering. Captain Yenri and Captain and his bosun are both just clapping. All these cheers and everything. We'll say that the parrot rider also is just like, I mean, they're emissaries basically, and so he's just like, the black flag has fallen, and it's like he just doesn't have much to say. He's just like, go on to your ivory islands. We're done. And he just flies back. And yeah, the way is clear. After a few hours, the ships part ways. The way is clear, and you guys sail off towards the Ivory Islands.
My collection of black flags. Which
Yeah.
I assume we grab from the majority of the ships.
Yeah, sure. Like, I mean, one side of them, by the time you come back, the other side is probably scattered enough. But yeah, you get we'll say 2d6 black flags. You get.
Does that mean I get 2d6 pirate ship names?
Sure. Yeah. So you get
pirate captain names.
What's your name? Okay. What's your name?
Flag and name. Flag and name.
Flag and name,
Flag and
please.
Flag and name.
Flag, captain name, and ship name, please. All right, you may go. They're like,
Register.
okay. We're just
I've got you
taking.
registered. You pulled this stuff again.
So you
Hello,
get
Brett.
9.
I'm just gonna have a word with you.
So you get 9
Okay,
names.
good.
Yep.
I will be expecting those by the next time that we play.
Or yeah, I'll make sure to do that.
Let's save this conversation for the next time where I go. So, crab's a dragon. That's what I'll start off with.
The crab's a what?
Yeah, you realize now that the color of the crab was really more of a bronze color, and you're like, yeah, now I kind of get it.
Crab's a dragon. There's gonna be that awkward moment where Jasper's like, "But you stabbed it."
You stabbed a dragon?
Oh.
I held a dragon in my hands. Oh man, that was a super fun session. Thanks, guys.
Oh man,
Stabbed
that
a
was
dragon.